To you, that's
for me, that's all day. I have
Never.
1 meal a day.
No, I think you are at your heaviest now.
No, but I'm losing.
Sure.
Yeah.
But to get here, you are chowing.
No, but I haven't been playing touch, right? This is the first year, like...
You haven't ran in a year.
No, like, this is the first year of my life I haven't played sport. Like, of my life, bro.
Yes.
Why did you make that choice?
Because I got injured. Do you remember I got injured?
Oh,
I
yeah,
showed
yeah.
you. So, like, this is the first year. So when people are like, hey, bro, you ballooning. I was like, my body's a fat man. Like, it's a genetic thing. For some of us, if we look at food, we gain weight.
100%.
And think about...
sneeze wrong.
If we sneeze wrong. So if I think, like, there was a time where I'm playing touch like 4 times a week, going to rugby twice a week.
Proper hour.
So I'm still going to gym 5 times a week. And touch rugby 4 times a week. And I'm going to rugby practice twice a week. And I'm playing a match. So, like, for me, it's not like I struggle. So just me staying under 90 kgs was...
So you guys playing sports is a thing. Now it goes to playing sports is a...
100%. Yeah.
Do you love it? What is it?
I don't even know anymore if there's love in it.
Is it pattern?
Imperative.
Yeah.
It feels like it's an important part of you being a sane human being. Just being fine.
Sure.
Just give out this energy you have. We used to say at Touch Rugby, we go to work and deal with Abelungu the whole day. And you can't say, fuck you, John. You can't say, take Jan.
Yeah.
And the space you go to after their sports, it's where you can just swear Penson and tell them go to Atagua. And you get me? Like, it feels like... so it becomes like an over-encompassing environment where
and you
getting healthier.
And you get to release that, though.
Yeah.
You get to release it in a competitive environment, and it's other lions. There's since Muntu hasn't been playing rugby, I can just gym. It's not the same, dog.
Is it?
Yeah,
Instilling.
have you played sports?
No.
There's something about...
The only thing I did, man, was like, I don't know. I know. I mean, I did acting and drama. I didn't do sports.
How do you compete? Like, besides winning in business?
Sure.
Like, where do you compete directly?
Outside of business?
Yeah.
No.
There's something about that.
There's something about sports, because I know Ghost, he also fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's something about...
It's...
Pause, no Diddy. But there's something about contact sport where it's easy for me to shy.
Yeah.
But when you shy mina, it changes the psyche of a man. Because a lot of men go out into the world saying, mina ngiyashayan. When you play a rugby or you into boxing, bayakshaya. Also a shower ngencindi kube kubuka umem uhleli la on the second row. Uyakubuka. Wena umbuka niyabukana ebekushaya lo. Something happens to your ego, bro. Something happens within you.
Yeah.
Or you're watching, or you're playing a game. Yeah. There's a game where, man, this guy got hammered, bro. Yes, it was so embarrassing.
100 points.
It was
touch rugby?
No, rugby. It was one of the worst games. Not one of. It was by far the worst game I've ever experienced in my life.
In my life.
Yeah, by far. By like
worst
far.
Sporting anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything. And the thing is that it something in me, dog, like just died, dog.
What died?
Because it was shy. Because it's another man, dog. And it's young kids. And you're shy into one. What you feel shy? What you put the body shy? It wasn't so pink shy.
Sorry to cut you off. I even say individual sports. So to his point, boxing, there's something as a man that happens when you are afraid. Yeah. And I think everyone must figure that out. You urgently. Because it's either you are this gent who you think you are every morning or you're not.
So what do you mean? Like Melabak shy? What do you mean?
No, you must figure out who you are when you get punched and you are afraid.
Let me tell you something that happens. Lalela goes, you know when you're in the ring, ne?
Yeah.
And it goes, dee, and but it's not like dee.
Yeah.
Because you're such a bitch, then you realize, Guti, he's also a bitch. You'll spend a whole minute, 1 minute. Because
you're afraid, yeah.
Now you're Sam. You're around that. I'm like, who's about die, but Penson? I can fight, man. Hit him! Hold up, he's bang! But what's happening is that the bitchness is oozing out of you, bro.
Yeah.
It's oozing out because, as Ukost was saying, am I who I think I am when I wake up in the morning?
100%.
And you realize very quickly, Guti, I'm 85% bitch, bro.
Yeah.
So let me try and that 15% of Ndanga, let me try and see if I can get that Ndanga to like 19%.
100%.
So this test is just to get to that step.
That's what Mike Tyson says. He fought out of fear almost all the time. and that made him more dangerous.
Sure.
Because it didn't change. Every single fight he won, he was still afraid. And that drove him to fight someone.
It's that feeling of standing in the tunnel and you're covering the other team. Like,
and he's a fucking unit.
Jesus Christ. And you're looking at Fricky, looking at you, and
Tell Frick.
I play fly half, bro. You fly half, one of the things that people don't see, good bang shy. So mhlawumbe uphethe ibhola. Ngisho usuliphasile, amanje that shy.
Yeah.
But no one cares because everybody's focusing on the ball.
Yeah.
When ibhola usuliphasile, bakushaye, bro. And uma beqeda ukushaya lamabhunu akubamba la ikhanda, pushe phansi. And you fuck off your boots. Yes, lapho mfethu ubhlungu yonke le ndawo. Uza come on, Penson, stand up. Sebekushayile kodwa ubhlungu. There's something that happens to the man, bro.
Something.
So I would advise every young, middle, old person to go into sport and to go into contact sport. The testosterone, the being around. It's easy to say you're a lion, chilling around jackals and hyenas.
Until
Be around other lions.
Yeah.
That thing that we say, touch with when are you good, Nagin?
Yes.
Wozala.
Yeah. In Poland.
Yeah.
In Pretoria.
In the by the covers.
Yeah.
When Nagini we good, excel. Great. I'm not fighting. When it's Nagini, great. Backsaba.
His tales about you.
Yeah. What's that? Tina City, come, papi.
Yeah.
On the Wachfeuer.
Gents have left touch, well, because of your boy. But also gents have left touch, temper tantrums, crying, angry. Because the level of competition there is different to what you used to. You used to being coddled, which is the same with, hence I say, do individual sports.
Sure.
Because even a team sport, there's air cover there. You can be a bad player amongst 14 all right players.
Sure.
Go mano a mano with the guy who's trying to tear your head off. You can't hide anyway.
You can't hide, bro.
You have 3 minutes where you can't hide. And then the ref will say, okay, take a breather. But for as long as you're standing, come back.
Yeah,
it changes everything about you. And for me,
those answers.
What I love about it, and what I'd ask for other men is the level of humility. It teaches you, fighting teaches you to keep your hands in your pocket. Keep your hands to yourself, bro. Keep your hands to yourself. I'll keep my hands to myself. If you've been around enough fighters, like fighters, not about who are hitting a bag. I'm talking about fighters. You learn, bro. They're just nice guys. They keep their hands in their pockets.
Gents.
They're sweet, bro. Because they realize, I don't need to prove myself. It's like guys with money.
Yeah.
Not about madlana. Money. Which is gonna just come through on his little scooter. Said, yes, learn, prove a point.
And inspiring.
Yeah.
Bro, where's the Gucci?
Because he's done it.
Yeah.
All he's thinking about is, I need to go buy another giraffe for my other game farm. That's what he's thinking about. When in your mind, you're like, bitches and bottles, bro.
Yeah.
And, he's past that. So give me, it goes to that. And I think it goes to one of the questions I wanted to ask Ghost before we jump into that.
Yeah. Okay.
Before I go into that deep topic that we had spoken about earlier, is the idea of masculinity. So me and you come from a similar region, or same region rather, an hour apart, and we grew up in a certain way. We grew up, the environment and how we viewed masculinity at that time. And now living in Joburg, in the spaces that we work in, social media, how would you, and I know it's a loaded question and it's a big one, so it just gives you enough time to shine. How would you define what masculinity is to you in 2025?
I see it's a Ghost.
Sure. That's
it's a big one, ne?
That's
in 2025.
In 20, ulande move.
yeah.
This is the definition.
Sure.
So as I've aged, I've thought a lot about my father.
What brackets are you in? The age bracket?
So I'm
between what
I'm
and what?
youth, but I'm in the 30s.
Also, you below 35.
Yes.
Oh, but you are above 30.
Exactly.
Okay, so between 30 and 35 goes. Okay, so
but me youth.
Oh, was that youth?
Yeah.
Was that youth when
in my heart of hearts?
When was that youth?
According to
no 35 and below, we youth. Now 35 or below.
I'm above youth.
Oh, you're only youth.
Damn.
Sis.
Can't get funding anymore.
Hey, can't get funding. sorry, Costizo.
Sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I think about like my father a lot because for most boys, that's your first reference, good or bad, of a man.
Yes.
You know? And the reason I do is because I try think more of his failures. Not so much out of anger or emotion, you know? I just use them as a learning experience. Because as kids, the one thing I could never square was how do you remove the person from the action? I meet you every day, Penson, and I think you're a great gent. If I go home now and I hear Ute, I'm like, damn, but that's a great gent. Like, how do I remove pen from the action? And if I do, what's the lesson there? So the reason I use my dad is because, like I've said, it's primary example of a man. And you say to yourself, so if I quantify his failures as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, was it because he was a bad person? And the answer was no. So what was the reason? And what I've come to sort of often...
What's that called about?
No, he's passed.
He's passed.
So I ask myself, okay, sure, what's the, you know, like what...
How old?
Why choose
How old
X?
were you when you passed?
25. I was a man. I was... And I mean...
You're fully grown.
It was very telegraphed. Like we knew, okay, at some point it's coming near future because of A, B, C, D, F, G.
Sure.
Yeah, well, health reasons. But to answer your question, it made me understand the biggest part of being a man is learning how to handle your chaos. I truly believe every man exists in a calamity of chaos. Everything is hot and yashai-san. And my quantifying of you and how good of a man you are is how well you are in charge of your chaos. My favorite boxing trainer, his name is Teddy Atlas.
Chaos. Yeah, sure. Yes, now I'm emotional kancane. Awuqhubeke mfethu. Hey, ungabe deep kakhulu ke Ghost. Iba deep lava. Emotional. I don't think it's a man must help you.
Now I'm gonna sing lapha.
That's
Social.
Ibande.
No. Host, don't do that to our guy.
My feet are sweating, my palms.
Faka my eyes, Dana. Faka
We
my
always
eyes.
have these chats. That's been my experience, bro. Like it's because
Oh man, no. Latina wanna coast
a
here.
lot of us won't get the benefit of an explanation, right?
Sure.
So my dad's passed.
Yeah.
Some guys don't know their fathers, brothers, uncles. You won't get to know, except time of why did this happen? You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to, in your self-parenting, which happens for men quite early, right? You must sort of my job right now is very data related. I take big data and I figure things out. Who's making money and who isn't. I do the same with my life, and I try to figure out time. I have these really burning questions I can't ask you anymore. So what do I attribute this experience to? And I figured, sure, to me they're failures, but in the broader sense, and where I can be better for my wife and kids one day is to make sure what I've created, I manage.
Do you have kids?
No, 0 kids. I was gonna say to you, so my favorite boxing trainer, his name is Teddy Atlas. There's a famous video of him. His fighter was losing. He's a heavyweight. He's in the corner. He's just out of motivation. He isn't bad, but he's just depleted.
Talk about firefighters.
And he says to him, we are firemen. We are firemen. That to me is probably my daily mantra because a fire is chaos. But you being a fireman is how well you control the fire. Otherwise, you are ash. Otherwise, your chaos kicks your ass. The fire burns you. Then you aren't a fireman. Then you are pure rubble and ash. But if you are in charge of that fire, you're a fucking fireman. So my motivation, the reason I believe someone can say Utuku at least is a man, is because whatever chaos I've put myself in, whatever fire I've created, I'm in charge of it.
Ghost, how do we become firemen?
Variety of, there's so many answers, bro. In my experience, which is probably all I have, is enforcing a culture of discipline. The reason why I don't think I'll ever, become morbidly obese, to your comment now, with Chief, you're about 20 over, come back down. It's because I'm persistently aware of my lack of discipline manifesting in this outcome. I'm currently overweight. Let me fix that. The reason, if Ukumbula, even when I met you, I was almost always saying, boys, I have to leave school saying ABCD, is because even after failing one of my board exams once, I can't stop. So it's creating a culture of discipline, of not stopping, because if you don't stop at the hard stuff, I promise you the day-to-day stuff will be a walk in the park. I listen to you guys often, and you often say about how you grew up in a business, and if this went bust, you would sell more fire. That's testament to building a culture of persistently being disciplined and resilient. Something has to happen.
I hear guys talk about this, because the thing is that what sucks is that I know you.
Yeah.
And you've seen a person go through fire. I don't know if that makes sense. But I've seen a lot of so-called firemen. The silly example of touch.
Yeah.
Guys come there with tattoos and muscles. Nah? I can just imagine like your first fight. I remember my first fight.
Yeah, me too. Jesus.
Like I was shitting myself, bro. Yeah. Like the bitch was oozing. Can you realize I'm not a firefighter?
Yeah.
Like when the fire is there, guys leave.
100%.
Like the guys leave, because the guys will be like, yeah, don't shout at me. And I was like, hey, when you go. So and so on. Then he's realized, because he thought that by flexing his chest,
it's enough,
and saying, don't fucking shout at me, he thinks Uguti doing that will push the chaos away.
Yeah.
Kanti this fighter goes, you think darkness is your ally?
Exactly.
I was born in it.
Molded by it. It's made me who I am. You know what I mean?
So when he comes there, I go, oh,
I'm comfortable here.
Oh, young man.
I want you.
I was waiting for you to react like that.
And that's life, right?
And the second you swing, and then I bring a chair and I say, hey, Nyogo, what's that?
That's all.
I'll try, I guess.
Yeah.
Try, man. Come on. Then you start realizing, then the fire has now...
It's now over. You are now ash.
You're now overwhelmed. So I'm saying when we speak to men, and you will throw the word discipline, and you'll throw about a challenge about failing a board. Yeah. How many men will do that and then give up?
I think the vast majority.
The vast majority.
Yeah.
So how do we get to that point where you are so driven that even if the business fails, you still can wake up, go get a six-pack of fire and start selling on the corner?
Yeah.
How do we become those firefighters?
My sister-in-law was my first sister, right? Through marriage.
You got a beautiful family, by the way.
No, thanks, brother. I think you too. 4 boys is the goal.
Yeah. Well.
My father had 9 boys.
What a man.
He never left me his formula. So I'm going to wing it now when I have to make kids.
No, but then he started.
Yeah.
So you need to do what? Start.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go. It's the only way you get to life. Keep going. Yeah,
sure.
But my sister-in-law in grade, I can't remember, but I was young. And she said to me, if you always rely on motivation, you always come second best to your preset, to your disposition, to who you actually are. Because it's fleeting in motivation. Uzovuka ubuke a video of Urani Coleman. Let me go gym. It's not gonna work after 4 days.
No.
Like what's that? And that's when your habits kick in. So the best thing you can do is what? Fix your disposition.
Yeah.
Fix the original state. Yeah. And that's where the habits are. So I believe everyone should force themselves. Just partake in the physical activity. So gym. If you're not gym, funda every day. Do something which come hell or high waters, you saying to yourself, I'm doing it. Me and you are lucky because it's cool with sports. And at some points in our lives, we wanted to be above average. So we enrolled in a gym. And in that gym, the culture of gym took over. Now 5 a.m. you're there because you want to be better. Now you're Googling, now you're researching.
I don't think so. Sorry to challenge you. I don't think it came from us. I think we were put in a space where we had to do sport.
That's true.
a lot of boys don't grow up in a space. They grow up in a space where mama's going to say, do it if you want to.
Is it?
So
If you want to.
If you want to.
There's an option there.
So it's in our foundation was a non-negotiable.
Are these kids not forced now to partake in?
Well, in most government schools, it's not compulsory to do extramural in any form. The government doesn't force kids to do anything.
Yeah.
IEP schools is a different conversation. So they're not forced. They've got an option of going home and playing PlayStation. Most young kids will take that option, you know. So they lose that foundation.
Yeah.
Another thing that was a driving force with us is our insecurities and failures. And I think some people haven't been able to tap into that.
Sure.
You know, you probably carried on doing your boards, not because you were driven by the fact that you wanted to do your boards, but you're motivated by failure because you're not a loser.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same reason why after we got dumped by that, by that varsity,
won the league.
We won the league there.
Yeah.
We needed to get dumped, not so that we have a Mighty Ducks moment, but for our egos that insecurity of you're actually a loser.
That's spot on.
You know, and I think a lot of people haven't tapped into.
I'm the loser.
Like weaponizing.
The fear. You spoke about Mike Tyson. That fear of failure. We spoke about this.
Don't you think most people have went through it? They just don't come back.
We spoke about this.
Like the guy that you spoke about.
One of the recordings that we spoke, we said, Uguti, men are not motivated by the reward, but rather the fear of failure. Or the consequences of. The reason why we don't rob a bank is not because we're scared we're going to become millionaires. We're scared of the consequences. So because we've presented this to the world, I'm scared of failing. Because abantu bazongibuza esikele khamba kanjani manje? Andikreta nini?
Yeah. That's spot on in my view. Personally, most of the goals I've through adversity overcome wasn't because of the outcome. Almost never because of the carrot. It was because I can't afford to believe I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
I can't afford to believe the result on my first trial exam paper. I can't. Because then if I believe it, I become it. And now perpetually I'll be that exam result. I'll be a fail. I can't. And in the absence of, and this is probably why we could gravitate to Indawo's Nyongo touch with other gents. In the absence of a present father, strong mentor, ABCDEFG, you sort of lack that, which I think our kids have now, that loop of validation. Someone to say, it's okay, you aren't defined by this. You get the result, you go home and you're alone. And you're at the flat. And you go, fuck, dog. What does it mean? You have two options. Do I put it under my bookshelf and look away? My colleagues ask, you know what I mean? Mom asks, Ngizibe, pray ukuthi time will bury it for me.
Mem is also pumping you full of light. It's okay, baby.
You get me? She's still giving you head. She's still making you a lucky meal.
She's rewarding you for fucking failing.
Failing, bro. And you have to be, you personalizing that feeling.
Why do bitches fucking reward niggas for failing?
No, it's
You
not
have to
them.
earn. You have to earn hate. You have to earn hate. There's guys that get hit because he's got dreads. He's got dreads. Oh my God, I like his dreads.
You have to earn it.
You have to earn it, bro.
Come on, man. Give me head. I must earn it.
If she said, you will not touch this booty until you go
you must
and have a
motivate
date.
yourself,
And even,
man.
I hear you. I was just making a little even not like, but on a deeper, woman needs to stop giving bumps for free.
I mean, I want someone, which, okay, and there's probably a separate chat, but
Sure.
to your point, if I was single during CFA, but like if I had someone, I want them to say, okay.
What does CFA stand for? Sorry.
With a charter in financial analysis.
Jesus.
Someone says to me, we failed this thing, baby. What's the fucking plan?
I knew you were going there.
I knew as well. I tried to avoid.
Yeah, no.
It's a banter.
Penson.
Uyipaka nge-app.
Oh, it's a banter. Nibonini. It's a banter. It's a very nice banter.
Imoto ehamba lama-CFD. Yeah. But akhona bazobuka bathi nami ngifuna ukuba nale moto epakwa nge-app. Fundani libe ama-CFD.
You know what I'm trying to figure out, man? You know what you're asking? The answers are so difficult because it's so personalized, you know?
It is.
Like, what is the... Some people need motivation from other human beings. You know, there's some people who tell you, since I got married, my life changed, man. Oh my gosh. I work harder since I got a kid. Oh my gosh. Things.
It gave me a reason.
Yeah, some people don't need marriage, don't need a kid. Yeah. They are just hitting. But like, no matter what it takes, it doesn't matter. So I think people need to find what really.
I believe.
Some people, it's poverty.
I believe if we ask and talk to enough people,
we'll have an answer.
We'll end up finding that golden thread.
That common thread.
We'll find it.
I wonder.
We'll find it.
Yeah. Some people, the hood, some people it's poverty. It makes sure they make sure like, dude, I'm living this shit.
Yeah, but why?
And I'm
so those people that grew up in a squatter camp and they get out and become, the question is why?
They could be motivated by the space.
So you keep asking why until you get what you need. You have to keep digging until you get the diamonds.
I do think there's an X there though.
Okay.
There's something that is unique to you.
Yeah.
You know.
And all I'm trying to do is find all your ex, his ex, his ex. I'm trying to find all of them and I can map this.
I think I'm like a ghost. Yeah. In a sense of there are certain things that I need to achieve and I don't want to hear anyone's opinion. Even the closest human beings to me. I don't want to hear their opinion means nothing. They can just tell me, I'm like, oh, okay. Because there's something in me that says, can I become this thing? Because what I'm trying to achieve is not a thing that is normal. So the motivation every day waking up is, you said you're going to do this thing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The question is why. But the question is why?
Why do I want to achieve it?
Why does he want it or why will he keep going for it?
Why does he want to achieve it? What's the validation? What's the well done? What's the
put a challenge on myself?
Yes,
man.
but why something so big? I remember we used to have this girl, Bhavna Maharaj, and if she got anything under 95%, she'd start crying. Hectic. I didn't understand at the time because I'm like, with my 60, I didn't understand. I got 60. I only put in, let's say, 55% worth of studying.
Yeah.
So my 60 is the win.
Your 60 is the win, or for you?
Because I put 55% worth of studying.
That's all you could get.
That is what would be fair for me to get 55. But Utishun Bonase with another 5. Bhavna put 100% of studying. She put 100% in. So for her, she lost 5.
Sure.
I never understood her tears until you start realizing it's like you go to gym. You know at gym, Uti, today I'm pushing 60s. Right. I know I'm pushing 60s. Like, I'm in there. Uti, I feel 55, boy. Yay, unye. And then the other people are like, but you did 2 reps on 55, bro. Why are you so disappointed in yourself? Yeah.
The question then goes back to why do you want to push that rep? Like, the why?
My why has always been back to my insecurities.
Okay.
So for me, it's all about that little boy.
Yeah.
You spoke about that validation loop. It's the reason why we in front of the camera, hey, please like and subscribe
100%.
and hit that notification. Like me, guys. I'm so funny.
Yeah.
It's the same validation that we seeking. Hey, look, your face is great, coach your face.
Yes. See me.
Yeah. See me, bro. So it's that. I'm a lion. Because your whole life you were walking around and you were a talal. Even though in many people you could have been that lion, but to you might not have seen that.
Sure.
Because you weren't getting that feedback loop. So even though you might have been getting 90s and stuff, if no one is patting you on the back and saying, hey boy, the 90s are nebulous. Because it still feels like it's not good enough. So until such time when someone gives you a pat on the back and say, yes, at that young formative years, you'll miss it. And then you'll constantly now start chasing it.
Right.
You'll always be chasing that validation. Yeah. That's why you have these losers out there who feel like they're the best because they were validated with their fucking 40s.
100.
Getting hit for failure.
100%.
So you've got all these losers that are walking around getting pats on the back. And you've got all these high achievers that never got a pat on the back, and they were achieving from get. I've seen it. I taught for 10 years.
Yeah.
I could see the kids that don't get that pat on the back from mom or dad at all. I could see it. Donna plays A-team, everything, A's for everything academically. Donna's just incredible at everything, but he's
hard on himself.
He's so hard on himself. There's a boy that I used to teach, Jamie Lee Lewis. He's in the States playing professional golf. Amazing.
Jeez.
Amazing. Everything. Just disgusting. Good looks, everything. Think about it. Stiff. He was so hard on himself. He was that boy. He was the first in class. Impeccable manners. So respectful. But you could see what all he was just yearning for was, my boy, well done.
I see you, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
Not only are you talented, but you work hard, eh?
Yeah. And in the absence of that coming from outside, because you've been doing this, you've been using your effort to get the validation, the habit forms. It becomes completely internal. Sure. That's the same reason you can't risk not doing that rep of 60 kgs per arm. Because you'll always be a 59 kg nigger. And you just can't allow yourself to be that guy. I mean, I can't. I believe, I say this to the girl I'm currently seeing, I believe I fail so much. But I believe that's why I'm probably going to be okay.
Yeah. I told this guy in gym when I was lifting this one weight, and he's like, bro, this weight is too heavy. Just go. I was like, I'd rather get injured.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's the extreme.
I looked at him and I was like, I'd rather bust my spine.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. It's the same thing when it's that more fire thing. Like, I'd rather rob a bank, bro. Or to freeway, we steal the dishes out your kitchen. You don't know what I'm willing to do for me and mine. It's a different mindset. So I can't be talking to fucking, bro, you're a pigeon, dog. I'm an eagle. What the fuck are you? I just came here just to take a shit on the ground, bro. I'm about to fucking soar back up there. Don't chat to me. Don't chat to me. Who are you? I'm about to go back fucking flying over fucking Boeing fucking airplanes. When you stay here, dog, I would rather snap my spine in the pursuit of greatness than get validated from you.
Yeah, for me, my favorite animation movie, The Incredibles. The father always says, well, his one line is, society finds new ways to reward mediocrity, which is factual. You get a prize for coming to class every day.
Yeah.
You get a prize for attendance. What the fuck? That's the bare
I
minimum.
think maybe they're trying to balance these new kids.
It's sure.
Yeah, we are, yeah.
It just becomes a habit, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
People say, hey man, you parked your car well done. You get to the job environment where only thing that matters is the fucking result. It's performance.
I'm in sales, bro.
And you
I'm in sales.
Right?
And we sit with the sales team and we've got all these KPIs. And when I say, look, all I care is about the number.
Yeah.
You can tell me about the meetings you went to. You can tell me about the proposals you sent. You can tell me about the smiles and the hugs that you got. If the number is not the number, we'll have a hot chat come Monday.
In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't.
I don't need to see your face for a month. I don't need to see you anything. I don't need to. You could be fucking twerking on a yacht in Dubai. I don't give a fuck.
Sure.
If the number makes sense, I'm gonna leave you alone.
Yeah.
The number doesn't make sense. You could be here at 6 a.m. and leave at night. Every day. You can show me that you've sent 1,000 emails a day. If that number doesn't make sense, I'm like, listen here, we need to make a business decision.
It's plastic energy.
It is.
It's not real.
Because you say this to guys, which look, at the end of the day, I don't care how your mom raised you, patting you on the back. Women will only choose what's best for women.
Yeah.
Ultimately to have kids with.
Yeah.
So you who was rewarded for attendance.
Mediocre.
I watch my kids, bro, playing sports. Oh my God. So my one son, he's so shit. Oh my Lord. He's so bad. And I watch him and the other dads are so stuck in. And I sit, and then after the game, he's like, yeah, we played bad, right? And I go, yep.
That wasn't the best.
And I just go, yep, you guys were rubbish. And he's like, what did he say? Because he had soccer and we were just getting trolled. And he's like, what you saying? Don't worry, Baba. We live for rugby season. And I was like, we live for rugby season.
Because there we are shy.
I can't phone porn. Yeah. Because me and him, every time we were driving to the games, he's going to say, I'm going to make 10 tackles a half. I was like, okay, bet. He's like, if I get it, we're going to Rock Mamas. Stand easy. 20 tackles. Duh.
That's
in a game of rugby.
Yeah, that's a serious stat.
Umntwana gonna make it. Mayishaya yashaya le ntwana boy.
Sure.
Ishaya intwana irole. Mase yangibheka mase ithi 1. Ishaya mase 2. Magdalwa ibhola we bayishaye ngepotsho igijime bajakhathele igeje vele ngithi you akho I've never gone hockey soccer
akuna Rocco mama
cricket akho asikaze siya kwa Rocco mama
Yeah.
asikaze ngambuza ngizoyiletha all the other sports akayazi ukuthi njani le milkshake yakhona ama reasons akawazi we live
For rugby season.
no ashaya na
That's
captain wakhona lapho uflip makhona qhawula izandla and I was like okay work off that.
Do you think one of the issues, and this might be a bit controversial, do you think one of the issues is that the current man is listening to a lot of opinions and they're not able to have their own standpoint? Because you see the example that you just made. Their mother would be like, no, don't speak to him like that. What if he gets depressed? And we're not right now, because you've lived through a certain way of life and how you think life is, and you've seen some sort of truth to it. How much you haven't? No. I'm telling you, at that night, that night, mom, you know the way you spoke to.
That's where I wanted to go.
You know the way you spoke to, man, then totally wrong.
Ghost masculinity is how you handle chaos.
Sure.
And the way he said it doesn't matter if you're 1950 or 2025.
Sure.
How you handle the fire. We listen to the damsel in distress. We listen to the woman. They are now the custodians of what masculinity is. Penson used toxic masculinity. Ngizwa ngumfazi how to be a man. That's like me as an eagle listening to a pigeon on how to be an eagle. When did we start doing that?
Yeah. No, that is true.
Like, when did that become the point of reference for gents?
I'll tell you, I understand why. There's some things I don't. In the middle, we can clash, but I'm like, I lie, grand. I heard you, it's enough.
Exactly.
You know? But it's not like in a toxic manner. It's chat. I'm like, oh, okay, you think like this,
There's a point where her experience caps out.
Yeah, you know, and equally even for her. My experience, there's some things where I know fuck all. She trumps me 10-0.
I've got a technique when I switch off.
Yeah.
Nah? When she's chatting, let's go.
Never.
I do that. Ngibamba soft. Angibamba azange ngipitch. No, ngibamba. Yeah. Noma ngisho mnanzi msami.
Hawu. Siya.
No, ikabe khona abantu or whatever.
Oh,
but
sure.
sengiyambona usumningi in an opinion about P standing up. Mningi in an opinion about P standing up. What does she know about P standing up? So ngiyamthinta kancane ngithi. Ngamthinta uyangibheka masithi.
Kancane.
Uyabona bese uyabona so
you know what you're saying is so hectic. I remember one marriage couple dating advice. It was from Ernest Mwasi. He said something so hectic. He says, you know, if you guys are in public and you know that...
Can I get you a drink? Are you cycling tomorrow?
If it's a beer, I can have a beer.
There's no beer. There's just brandy and whiskey.
No, I'm good.
There's the angel's nectar.
He says that, you know, in public, if you know that your man or you are strong in this topic, keep quiet. You don't have to speak about everything and anything.
I hate people like that.
If you know that when you are strong in that thing, as you out like whether it's business or whatever the topic is, when he speaks, you don't have to add your opinion and because it's conversational.
Fucking hate people.
Leave
like
it.
That. I hate people like that.
Mtembe.
Because that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
It's like the ping thing. Oh,
so they're saying, Wuti, let the person who's strong talk.
Yes, in that specific topic.
Work to his strengths.
Okay,
Yes.
I thought to Wuti, when you know that you are strong, keep quiet.
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
It's the opposite of that.
Opposite of that. Okay, my
So when he
apologies.
said that, I'm like, yes, that thing is so true, man. Because my name will tell you, are you an a mediocre? But she knows good you're the strong one in this thing, or vice versa. Like, we can't be so are you one? And I guess we're in this world where we just conversation, you know. But going back to the thing you're speaking about, I think I'm a cheetah buyer that haven't found what is their identity or purpose or value in the relationship. They then go to whatever the woman says. To a point where they don't even believe in what they think and like, is this thing right? Is it not right? Because there's so many women.
Fit in.
You are at work, women have an opinion. You go Google an opinion. You an opinion. You go anto my old lady, an opinion in you know, and you're not chilling with men that are like, no, this is how we think. As long as it's not toxic, but this is how we think. So I think that Amachita are in so many feminine environments that they start to question their own decisions. Like where they're like, oh, is this thing right? No, but so I'm like, look, as long as I'm not going extreme and I'm not breaking bones,
Trust me.
I'm not going too far.
Yeah.
Because I have no other language of playing with the kid.
And even if even if I do hurt the child, that's not my intention.
Definitely, yeah.
Because best believe.
Yeah, Penson will hit the child. But it's not your intention, but see what I'm saying?
Because you're trying to find out where the line is.
Yeah. And there's more damage in preventing him from being hurt than him being a bit hurt, but us learning. Because now if you always stop the Ntwana a second before it becomes a bit rough, his comfort zone is enabled. That means he's developing a persistent comfort zone. He knows if it gets too hot, someone will say, oh, pull that man out, pull young to go out. Because now it's gonna get hot. That isn't a fair
So going back to my lighty, I'm part to blame with the sports thing because I'm not a soccer guy.
Sure.
I don't. So we don't do anything. And the only time I come alive is rugby.
Yeah.
I can tell you when we're training at home, every session is crying.
Yeah.
Every session, without fail, he is crying tears.
Sure.
All the time. Running too much, hitting the bag too much. I tackled him too sore. I shouldn't have bounced him on that shoulder because he told me that shoulder is sore today. I used the wrong shoulder to hit. Yeah. He cries every session, all of them. Because I get so they're all crying. So for me, I go as far as other side. So by the time he gets to a Saturday with other 10-year-olds,
walk in the park.
It's a walk in the park.
Yeah.
The challenge I feel, because you said, Wuti, they don't have an identity in a relationship. I think men don't have an identity, period. So it's so hard. I'll talk from a young Zulu man, where you constantly have this dissonance within self of traditionalist Zulu man, while modern 2025.
Things tough.
You know, so you are part. No check. Take on Nina. So you pot that side, and then you also Malva putting prawns. You know, you pot a woman fast. Wow. Yeah, love. I'd love to hear your opinion. You constantly
100%.
Yeah.
yo-yoing through. And that's the challenge. And I think because we don't know self.
You want some?
I won't do this.
No, I'm good. I'm positive. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. Yeah.
You need to feed those muzzles.
No. I need to do the opposite.
It's a young little chip.
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it's that. And when you don't know yourself, it allows other people to have an opinion. I don't know if that makes sense. Because you know yourself. Sizwe Dube knows us. Let's sit in the arena of production. So because you guys are so confident in this space, it's very hard for me and Ghost to have an opinion here. You know, it's very hard. We'll talk about the lighting. There was someone who was asking me, what time do you guys shoot? Because they weren't too sure. I was like, it's dark as fuck outside. But they'll never know because you guys are so amazing in what you guys do. You can't pick out when it is in the afternoon, is it night, is it morning. You see what I'm trying to say? And I think a lot of men aren't too sure about who they are. And it allows others to start having an opinion about themselves.
And if you ask the Burus about production, they'll beat their chest and say, you can't tell me shit about A, B, C, D, F, G. Men need that. We because Azaz, right? To your point, we don't have the confidence to also then defend ourselves. True. It's to the point I was trying to make earlier about how I've sort of mentally digested being masculine. Sure. In the same way, I look at Itime as his, where he lacked. I look at where he won. And a big part of where he won was having Nkani and being the sort of gent who just knew this is the right path. And he had many W's that are on account of him just saying, I'm knees right now, we're doing this. And having that sort of confidence takes knowing yourself.
Do you know the
knowing
pain?
Your mission.
Do you know the pain of failing from listening to someone else?
Yeah, like what? Like
as a child, a lot of our failures is based off uteuma wako kanye ufike esigele bakuhleke.
Sure.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Sure.
I think going back to your fireman example, it's when you've been the ash enough. And that mollycoddling that we have now and that validation that we have now, men aren't burning. They're not. Now men aren't like into school. If you're fumbling your girl, now your girl might cheat quietly and then come back to you. Our girls didn't cheat quietly. Babayithatha abafana. Ayithathe. If it's a ghost, I'll tell you the system turned.
Don't be happening.
Manje siyatshontshwana emakhoneni kufihlane so wena uyizwa leyo pain until later mesuba morose ube depressed nani because awuqondwanga qala ukuthiwa mfethu ezinenkinga siphume ngaphandle
100%. That's
but telling ngesilano mphambi kwabantu your ego you
consequence.
The burning is what is required for you to become that phoenix. And we don't have that anymore.
No.
We really don't have. So you have so many men who are mollycoddled and are never put in spaces where they are failing, whether they're boards, whether they're a relationship, whether they are never put in those spaces. And even now, you'll hear so many men go, bro, just charge to the game, bro. Fela azange work out.
Yeah.
Boy, they don't have that.
So men are not going through a lot of challenges.
They don't know how to. It's the same thing. Men will work at a job for 6 months. With the line manager, quit, find another job for 6 months. The same thing with relationships. 6 months. So you constantly just
pacifying it.
You
are under experiencing what could be a valuable life lesson. Okay, you've got a shitty boss. Now what? The option can't be to exit the scenario. You must eat, pay your fucking bond, feed. What's the solution?
But the thing is that because you've got options, right? We part of that generation where our parents were saying, well, our mothers rather were saying, whereas they come from the generation
yeah, 100%.
Exactly. They come from that generation, therefore they could work at a job for 40 years.
Yeah.
Right?
We're impatient.
They could be married 50 years.
Yeah.
Their anniversary of 50 years.
Unhappy.
But they understand which happiness is like hunger. It comes and goes.
Yeah.
Right? Tina, for us, we think happiness is just a constant fucking climb. That's what we think.
What did you call it? The
treadmill.
The
hedonic treadmill, yeah. So it's a matter of what Tina, we don't understand that. We never had that because Tina, we just constantly want that dopamine, bro.
Exactly.
That's why we'll skip through TikTok.
Yeah.
If this video doesn't talk, I'll go to the next one. This video doesn't talk, I'll go to the next one. I'll go to YouTube, I'll go to Instagram. I'll just keep constantly feeding myself. I'll get bums there. If that bums doesn't give me, I'll get bums there. I'll get bums there. I'll go to here, I'll go drink there, I'll go jump there, I'll go
But how do we solve that? I've been thinking about some of the things that I'm going through now that I need to solve is my sugar intake and social media. And before, highly disciplined, those things were not a thing for me, man. Like,
did you see I deleted Instagram for a sizzling 4 hours?
That's good, man. 4.
It's a start.
Yeah. I said deactivate for 2 days.
And I'm trying to
4
figure
hours
out,
later, I deactivate.
a few moments later. Right? And I think for the first time I understood. Sometimes I would judge people who are not disciplined and motivated. I'm like, hey, dude, you need to make a plan. Like, just
do it.
Do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Then I brought it to me. I'm like, Donna, you're scrolling. Like, what's wrong? Why do you have coffee every day? My pattern. Nyobulisa, coffee.
How many cups do you smash a day?
I went from 3 a day.
That's not bad.
No, if I know, Swigiri. Sugar is a problem, dog.
How many do you put?
1.5.
Oh man, that's
that's
fine.
a joke.
No, you know what? I could tell. I end up having a lot of mucus up from the second cup.
You sweetener.
So I need to spit. Yeah, but
Mina, I know abantu ekuseni masiphuma ne ushaya amakhafu ayi-2
yeah,
ushaya icup yokuqala ukuvuka
yeah, I know a lot of them.
egeze mase eshaya enye icup
No.
mase eshaya i-to go cup
100%. Yeah, our director of one of our shows does that. But I mean, I was not that. So I'm saying for the first time, I understood why some people can be stuck in a certain phase of thinking. Because I'm stuck in that phase now of the sugar intake and the scrolling. And I'm like, how do I stop this thing?
Get out of that.
Like how, what is it that I need to do? So I understand it, man. It's tough. But because, man, I gotta do what I gotta do, man. It's going to stop.
But now imagine you you're catching it now, which is objectively better. Imagine being in Dwana who's 10,
Sure.
and you're already used to someone just coddling you in that you want to get. My biggest worry as a non-father who wants to one day be a father is that. It's like, how will I protect my kid from getting what he wants?
What's stopping you from being a father now?
I have a strong, serious chat. Okay. I have a strong belief, Uguti, I want to be ready to be a good dad. And I know, I hear all the time, Uguti,
You never know. You just do it.
Life will figure it out.
Remember when you said, Guti, you were a late dad?
Yeah.
And I was like, the mere fact that you were saying that meant that you are ready for that.
Sure.
The mere fact that he's saying he wants to,
He's ready,
yeah,
of course.
that means
No,
he is
Pen.
ready for.
No, Pen, no. There's and it might be my finance background, but I really respect having a strong balance sheet. I respect it because the difference between why we are striking every weekend for jobs and for placement and for access, and why our counterparts who are a bit lighter are going to the beach on the same weekend.
No, I'm asking you
balance sheet.
because you're not that guy.
So, because you're putting a number.
Not a number, a position.
A position.
There's no, money's infinite. You know what I mean? But like, there's. I want to be in a certain position where I comfortably have capacity to say.
And have you put out a timeline?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
My pain when I listen to a lot of my brothers talk like this is a child is like a car in the sense of it's based on your standard of living. So I know guys that don't drive, they Uber and what. And I say, why don't you just get a car? Like, I can't afford one. You Uber every day, bro. Like every day. Like how much is your Uber? It's like $300. I'm like, every day, bro. Like every day you're spending $300. Like, so if I'm looking at you a week, you spending north of 1.5 Ubering. What fucking car do you want that the installment your corner is 8,000 Rand a month? So you're just not willing to start off with the 1,000 Rand a month car.
Yeah, people are not.
Which is fine. No, just hear me out.
Yeah.
Just hear me out. As we climb, so does our standard of living. As we climb our standard, when I got my third child, like I had an existential crisis, and I just realized I just crashed. Everything of mine just crashed. Like I had a panic attack.
Sure.
And it hit me for the first time that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like I had no clue what I was doing. I realized with the way I was parenting was like social media. I realized with my finances were down the drain. I like yonk into that could go wrong, went wrong. Yonk into that I thought I wasn't. And that's when at my bare and my most naked, I was like, oh, that's the point of parenting. It's just the next step. It's not creating a throne for your son to live in. It's just going from grade 8 to grade 9. It's not this thing that we've built.
It's not.
It's not this.
It's
This grand thing.
This grand thing which my child needs
it's
to.
More natural than we think.
It's people living in squatter camps having kids. It's 14-year-olds giving birth in toilets. It's literally any and everyone doing it. But it's just the natural next step. And what we've done in society, and this is maybe media, which done a really good thing, like marriage, they've put a price tag. So now marriage is something for the middle upper class. Because ngeke uyilobole ingane manje ngo-10,000. Ingane zilotsholwa ngo-100,000.
And that wasn't the purpose of ilobole.
Ngeke uye American Swiss uthenge ring ya 2,000. Manje the engagement ring for ngene brown.
Must be grand.
So uthenge engagement ring 60,000, 80,000. That's remember, so must be this. In must be that. So now you realize which is shit. That whole process might cost me 3, 4, 5, 100K. So now it's become something other. Whereas marriage was a union between two, bringing families together. It was just the next step. That's what it was.
The other layer, Pen, is that we now have primary experience that our parents never had. We are in environments and spaces that our parents just didn't. By virtue of me and you growing up in the north of KZN, and having this limited scope of horizon, there's stuff you just didn't experience, and we have now primarily. And the difference between me and the other dude who's off on an army but in a better position is exposure, is experience. It's being in certain spaces, certain environments where you can leverage knowing Sipo's dad. You can leverage knowing this about the world. Stuff that we learned first in our individual families, your Ndwana can learn early and through you and mitigate.
So I've forgiven myself, and I've given myself grace.
Sure.
Because I didn't want my kids to be brought up in a broken home.
Yes.
Because I didn't have a broken.
Exactly.
I had a huge yard school. Newcastle, 50 rand. And you realize this is not my cross. It's their cross. Every generation has their own things.
It's whose cross?
It's theirs. Cross. It's the boys. It's the boys' one.
Sure.
I've learned as being a parent, Uguti, I mustn't deny them their challenges, because that's what's going to get them to that level. And when I speak to my brothers, they want to build such a foundation to a point where it's almost like their children won't have those challenges. They will already be buying 6,000 rand prem lao.
Sure.
Their kids will be birthed in here and they'll have this. And I was like, you breaking your back to create a space where the child that you say you don't want to raise, you will raise that child.
100%.
Sure.
I had a fight with my boy's mom because she bought them a PlayStation.
Sure.
And I was like, so they wanted a PlayStation, and I was like, hey bro, I'm not my man. So I created a list, like 50 things. Long list that 8-3. My bad is do these things.
I'm buying it too.
I'm buying it. And I knew that list is going to take them at least 6 months. Like, there's some big things. I was like, okay. So I was like, 2K, man. Yeah, I'm also looking at second-hand PlayStation 5s. I want to try to be. And I realized once they got to like my level, like number 13, 14, they stopped. Hey, but what's happening, James? Like, no, we're cool. What's happening?
Yeah.
No, already got us this thing. And the games, and the what. And for Banbani's birthday, Uncle Banbani got it, and for Banbani, Auntie Banbani got. I go to Oledi, I was like, Oledi, and now what's happening? She's like, they were just so persistent, I ended up breaking.
Oh.
And I was like, you understand what you've just done.
Yeah.
You understand what you just stolen from them.
A lot.
Do you understand what you just stolen? Because do you know what would it felt like for them getting to 39?
49, yeah.
Like, 39. I think there's still 11 left.
Yes,
do you know what it would have felt like for them to get to 39?
They're too far gone.
And then 43.
They must do 45.
Do you know when they're sitting and they're on 47?
Yes.
And they're buzzing and they're doing like this.
Anything right now.
And they're high-fiving each other. And now they're watching and it's so scratcher off 49.
Oh.
And they're looking. Do you know how they will look at them? The way Uzita will look at himself in the mirror, and that little boy looks back at him. Once he takes a pen and scratches or 50 and then looks. Do you know that reward?
Yeah.
Because now it's not a gift. It's not a gift.
It's he's earned it.
It's his.
Yeah. He's going to work.
It's his. And I was like, you've just stolen that from him. You've stolen all of that from him.
Yeah, it's true.
And now you've created mediocrity within them.
Yeah, the biggest issue that modern parents are facing, especially parents who have money and those who are just living in debt, to make sure the kids live nice. It's the thing of challenges, hardship. How do you put your kids through pain?
Yeah.
That is the biggest challenge.
My brothers
the kids
had realized, Guti, because of their own shortfalls, insecurities, and pain of certain things, they don't want that on their kids. Meanwhile,
which is fair.
What made you a fireman?
Sure.
Is those things.
Do you think our parents were aware that we were handling fires?
Whether they were aware or not. Ne? Because for example, maybe I don't know how you went to school.
Right.
But for us, it was like,
yeah.
Yeah, walk. You figure it out. So it's not like time or oleti kunduchanu. It's not like they were saying, "Oh, don't worry, we'll get someone." Or don't worry, they were like, "Nikona nizowenza." My generation, our generation, we no longer have that. Kono auntie awasha, auntie intona abagazi washa masoyisi or ma-under or what. But so for them, ukuthi khona emakakanyani andini labo banendaba labo. Bakhona emakaka andini oyasha wena. Hey, if angisule kahle la. They don't have those little things now. So now the things that we speak with, we have to constantly now curate those things. We now have to create challenges.
You have no
constantly
choice now.
Because we've worked so hard to remove the challenges that men need to become men. Yeah. So little things. Let's say their mom is picking them up at my complex. Ne?
Sure.
Like for the longest time, she's like, "Can you just drive them to the gate?"
No, they can walk to the gate.
They can walk to the gate. No, but it's far. Or like it's night. Yeah. I'm like, it's 6 o'clock. Yeah. They must walk. No, but okay, then I'll drive in. I was like, I'm not opening the gate for you. You can ring all day. So, but that alone was something contestable. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that it's constantly that. Tina, with number 4, ngagoloza ngeprem because osisebe asebenza wayithenga ngeprem ebizayo. Mina to this day, iprem has been used maybe 5 times. Iprem has been used 5 times. Intwana masestolo sifaka kule trolley yase pick and pay starting ngoba sibeka ihlalela. I was like, iphike le prem yakho ke le ya 1 million.
Yeah. Ashemaba blame. Sometimes I think sometimes we shouldn't blame Imedi, man. They are of a certain design.
It's not Imedi. I'm talking about my brothers. But there is a real fear
of what would happen if I don't agree to this.
Of having kids. Because they've put a certain standard, an unrealistic standard, Debs. Unrealistic standard. They've thought it's going to cost this and be that. They've said, no, I want to get married first. Because they've been primed by media.
Pen, but there's a balance, Pen.
Okay.
We can't ignore the reality we have the most educated peers working mid-management entry-level positions versus a Ngamla peer who has a degree or even just matric and a certificate who's their boss. You can't ignore that.
So I'm not focusing on the system. So let me tell you my current situation.
Okay.
The first day we ever had coffee, we sat down, we had a coffee, and I was like, look, as Joel. She was married, got divorced, and what, she didn't have a child in her marriage. And I said, listen, next year I'm having a child. She's like, oh, but I thought you're single, you're not seeing anyone. I was like, yeah, I'm having a child though. She was like, oh, you know that I don't want kids. I was like, but that's Joel, so good for you. Such Joel. Masculinity, it's been the next year.
I'm having a kid.
I'm having a child.
Yeah.
So you must understand what it's either.
You're saying sure.
Sure. Then she got off the pill for the first time in like 15 years. And you're like, okay, so my folic acid. Because I'm like, I'm not higgy-hagging. She's like, but financially, I'm not. I was like, you know how much a child costs? What bali spreadsheet, what bala, 12,000 a month. I'm saying a scratch.
I was about to say, who ghost is there?
Na scratch kwaze kwasalu 800 rand. Ngathi ingane 800 rand. Mina now 800.
Because you know what I'm trying to figure out. Cause and remember, the thing with what you say, I was in that position, and now I've changed my thinking. You know, in what you're trying to solve, let's say it's from a financial perspective. do you see that the child would become this thing, or they're going to be in spaces where they are better off than me? Is that what's holding you? That to say, Ish,
that they are better off than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you want. Yeah.
That's my entire motivation.
So the better school, better activities, better everything.
The fight for access. For me, I personally fought tooth and nail for access. Sure. I'm in the industry where if I see Undaki at a conference, I get happy because it's very white.
Sure.
It's the fight for access.
Sure.
Just for that advantage, even if marginal, above the Ndwana who went to a school Emakai.
Sure.
I want that. And until I'm in that bracket.
In the group that we're at, you know how many guys in the group that we're at
want to be like
went to private schools?
Yeah.
I can imagine gang.
Yeah. But I can tell you now, based on where they work, they can't afford to send their kids to where they went.
That's what I was about to say. That I think sometimes you put a...
So now because of that barrier...
They aren't having kids.
They probably will never have kids.
Sure.
You know what's my thing, man? I think... And I was speaking to Grootman Lako last about the idea of... Because the biggest thing that's holding people from having kids, finance sharp is the biggest thing. But if you break down the finance, it's where they stay and school. Those two are like the biggest thing. You know, they want to take their kids to a school that costs about 350
Hilton.
a year and whatnot. Hilton, that. Well, you know what I'm trying to figure out? Because when I went to a township school and mid and high, I don't know what type of school that
Model
is.
C, yeah?
Yeah, Model C. I think those are the words I'm looking for. I never had a thought process about these schools that are expensive. What made it worse, there's some of the people that I went to the varsity where they came from those schools. And I'm like, if I'm here, you are here. That school means fuck all, you know? Because you and I are in the same... So what I'm trying to figure out is if where you stay in the school is so important, are there black kids that come from those schools that are a success for you to benchmark your own child that they will become that thing? Is there like empirical data that says this, and forget other races, I'm speaking about black kids. Is there empirical data that says if you stay in this environment, Sandhurst or wherever, I'm just making an example, and you go to Hilton, your child most probably will become this thing?
Yeah.
Because I think that's what people assume. It is of course, yeah.
Nice.
So let me take you on a trip. Né?
Yes.
In my experience,
yes,
to answer you first of all. But now let me take you on a journey. So after you graduate, so we both at Tux, we graduate. What's the first thing you do afterwards? Is you hustle for a job, right? Okay. You go online and you spam those job posts.
Okay.
Apply everywhere you can, sending out CVs, cover letters, you reword them ABCDFG. They tap into a network.
Okay.
Hey, old boys, I have my degree in law. I'm looking for a place to do my articles. Oh, sure. We know. I saw this happening firsthand.
Oh, okay.
Firsthand, because I got my degree. I did really well. I was in honors. I'm looking in my class. We are of 21 kids, maybe 8 black kids. Every single, and those same 8 black kids were like top 10 in marks. Every Ngamla got a job immediately after honors. Immediately. My friends had to take, even me, an alternative route. So you work in finance, sure, but to qala, maybe a sales job, maybe the call center, maybe. That's the big difference I've observed empirically.
Okay.
So Mina, when I got to Joburg, I applied to 27 different schools and I didn't get a single post. 27 job. And this is me with the Rhodes University degree. Postgrad, everything.
27.
Yeah. You know,
Thanks, brother.
And I felt that network thing that you speak about. And I remember the madam at the time had cheese and wine intro at the school that she was working at. I'm driving his little truck. We're doing deliveries. And I got there as the +1. And I remember I was just talking to people. And, you know, I just was lucky enough to talk to the right people. You know, and just chat and what. And it's through those conversations that I found myself saying, shit, bro, We need you in a space like this. You seem like you know what you're talking about. I learned there, what's most important than where you come from and what you have is who you are.
And who you become, right?
And who you become.
I agree.
I looked at all the people that I looked up to in my role models. I couldn't tell you the school that they went to.
Same.
I can't tell you the school that Trevor Noah went to.
Same. Yeah.
You know, if you're a young upcoming rapper, you can tell me what school Nasty C went up to. And if that is the reason why Nasty C is who he is, or Tyler or Casper Nyovest, you know. We can say Ricky Rick went to Hilton. I don't know if his alumni is the reason why he became a Ricky Rick. I've learned, Uguti, more important than the school, the alumni is you. Because I know amazing people that come from amazing families, but because they don't know how to grind, they've fallen short. And then what we do is that we look for reasons to justify our excuses. I started teaching at Saints, and I'd always ask the headmaster, Guti, what's the difference between a co-ed school, boys and girls, versus a boys' school? Because whenever I read these stats, they'd always say single-sex schools outperform the mixed-sex schools. And then he'd always say, who pays for the research? Who pays for the research? I'm like, shit. And he'd say, Penson, don't get lost. You will get to where you want to get because you want to get there. Don't get fooled. I'm teaching at that time at the most premium school in Joburg. And he says, you'll get to where you want to get because you want to get there. Not because of where you come from. Not because of your mom or your dad, you know? A lot of these guys who are great have kids and their kids don't become them. There's kids that have graduated from here and the best part of them, you'll meet them. And he used to say this, like I even had a chat with a friend of mine who got up. You'll meet guys 35, 40. You know what the best part of them is? High school.
The school they went to, sure.
The peak of their lives, their greatest achievement is high school. And then you realize, I wouldn't die if my kids, and they go to premium schools, if that was them. So give me, when I start talking about the parenting thing and people talking about this and they talk about risk analysis, there's a high chance I say, listen, the reason why I'm where I'm at right now, has nothing to do with Newcastle High. Has nothing to do with Rhodes University even, but everything to do with me. The reason where Trevor Noah is, Cheslin Colby is...
It's him.
It's him.
It's X, yeah.
It's them. It's the firemen. That masculinity. It's them. And if we keep zoning in, we wouldn't have the Jacob Zumas to look at, whether you like him or not.
Yeah.
We don't know if Ramaphosa didn't go to Michael House. These are citizen one. You know, Uhem and Mashaba, there's so many people to look up to.
Mandela.
So we can say, yes, there's this probability in this. If that's the excuse you are looking to justify,
that excuse is valid.
Then you're gonna hold on to that. If you're gonna say I don't want kids because I need a woman who's a virgin, and a woman on Jana, if that is what you're going to hold on to, then you'll spend your whole life chasing that. If you are saying, look, it's the next chapter. It's the next chapter. And what will happen, as God in her infinite wisdom, is they will align. Whatever it is that is meant for you will be there. As long as you are saying, fuck it, siyapambila asaching. That mindset. Uzobona of it. The universe conspires to make sure into zako ziyakonda zithi.
No, life goes on.
It's into zako zonke nje vele align.
Yes.
When I had that epiphany at age 13, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm dead broke. I've got nothing. I was like, yo, nkulunkulu, sengumofai. I'm getting phone calls. Hey, bro, listen, this is the... Hey, bro, okay. Sure. Everything just aligned. I would not be earning what I'm earning if it wasn't for my kids.
Sure.
Not a chance. Because I have that drive now. You know, I wouldn't be nothing.
Sure.
I'm telling you right now, because everything has conspired for me to be great.
I suppose the balance comes in figuring out what a negative or how much of the experience you want to be driven by negative stimulus and positive stimulus. Because positive stimulus is a good school, good environment, opportunities, access, network. And negative is struggling. What is the fire gonna win or not? My obsession, because of my personal life experience, has been mitigating the negative, mitigating the self-parenting, self-education, the hard lessons, best I can. As a man, I believe, and I'm hoping to have boys, right? But as a man, I believe you will endure challenge. Mine, as a father, is to make sure it's not
Ghost, you're such
at
a
the
hypocrite.
scale
Ghost,
of
you're
mine.
such
No,
you're such a
hold
hypocrite.
on.
Start.
Let me finish.
You're such a hypocrite.
Let me land, right? So I'm trying to mitigate the fires, right? While in the same position, same place, giving him the best possible kit to be a fireman.
No.
So I'm putting him.
No, you can't, bro.
You can't.
I truly believe.
No.
How are you
I
going to
can't
be in the,
willfully-
you can't be in the ring with your son. You can't be in the ring.
I agree with you.
You
But
can't.
I can train.
You can train him as much as you can.
In a world-class boxing ring.
Okay,
No, you
shut.
can't.
Why isn't Michael Tyson's son? Why isn't Banbani's son? Why aren't
Ali's children?
Why aren't all the greats?
But
Michael Jordan's son, Magic Johnson's son, they had the best of the best. Why didn't they become that? Because it wasn't for them. You became who you are, bro. This is the problem
of
with
struggle.
having.
I agree with you.
You're one of my best mates, bro. The reason why you are where you are is because you've had to endure. You've had to endure.
Yes.
And I'm saying what you're doing is that you're going out of your way so that your sons don't have to endure.
Do you know why the story of me, you, our friends, our peers is amazing? It's because of what we call irrelativity. From where they come from, it's a big jump. We in my industry, we call it a very low base.
Okay.
So uqale from nothing, truly. So getting to a position where you are admirable is a massive jump. Your kid doesn't require that same jump.
Give your child that opportunity.
Kid doesn't require that jump. He
Give
just
your child that
requires-
opportunity.
He requires growth off that base. So if I
Give
can give
your
him a
child
higher
that
base
opportunity.
and he goes one level higher, I've won.
No, you don't know this.
I don't need to make another
don't-
Tyson.
You don't know this.
I need to make a good boxer.
You just justifying what you need to justify as an excuse.
To not have kids.
I was training with Usizwe. Sorry, Sizwe, to make this very personal.
Sure.
And we're doing chest, we're doing dumbbells.
Yeah.
And I remember, I'm gonna use numbers. I'm sorry.
Okay, sure.
And I remember he was pushing, I think it was 18 or something. And he's like, yes, that's the most I've ever pushed in his life. Oh, I've never pushed harder.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay.
I was like, we're gonna go double this though. He's like, what? I've never pushed this weight. I was like, it's cool, but we're gonna go double this. I'm not giving you a chance to justify
18.
to justify what you think is okay for you. I'm not gonna give you that opportunity. The same way with you, Ghost, I'm not gonna give you that opportunity. And we've got videos watching him. Boy.
Ghost.
Usizwe Dube.
Yeah.
Insimbi boy. Amehla ziyaphethuka athethe. Yakhakhazela yaphethuka. Insimbi iyaphezulu.
No matter what.
Watching him dropping it and him standing, because now he's realized Guti, there's a rebirth that's just occurred.
I'm more than.
However, it started off the same as a Ghost. Well articulated. Kawufundile puti. Ila ma CFA. He's justifying
Ghost needs to start.
That's the thing about being smart.
Hear me out, Ben.
Because you get to justify, I can't do this because I've sprained my ACL. You know, oh no, it's because of the parallelism.
The meniscus.
The meniscus. So, because ufundi, justify.
No, pen.
And we all understand Uguti injury is a part of this.
Yeah.
Umshato, the moment that you are shot,
Yeah.
that means you enter the risk of divorce
100%.
and potentially losing half.
Right.
So many men will justify not going through that journey
Because
of that. And then they'll come through with stats.
Right.
They'll come through with stats.
Justify.
They justify with bed.
Justify.
They'll name 10 guys that we know. Nalona divorced, nalona. So more engage and I. Sredi fethu. Sinama blazers hamba so khonga boy. It's a good man.
Yeah.
Hayi ukuthi fethu yabona njengamanje because uzo justify usuk40.
Yeah.
You would make an amazing father. And here's the thing, he doesn't have kids, but he already is an amazing father.
Yes.
And I know so many of my brothers who are amazing fathers, but are not fathers. And I'm saying, how much of an injustice at the fact that
it's an injustice to society.
It's an injustice to society because there's losers.
I was about to say the wrong people are having kids.
And the right people are waiting for them to make
1 million a year.
A day.
That's a problem we're facing in society. The wrong people are having kids.
And the right people are bang. And then because they bang and learn it, they are great at articulating it.
Pen is the only way, the hard way.
Yes, that's the only way.
There's no other way.
So look,
If you're trying to achieve a certain thing.
No, it's the only way. Full stop.
I'm trying to justify for other people, man, who are soft men. Leave other people, men.
It's the only way. Why to shara it's the only way forward. There's no other way. You can go left, you can go right. The only way is through the fire.
I think that's where we differ.
What do you mean, Ghost?
Because because I don't believe, and this is, we can use anecdotes. We can look at.
Tell me about your life.
So that's also my blind spot.
Yes, Ghost's life is hardship. That's the thing. He's a hypocrite. He can't use his blind spot.
That's my blind spot.
He's a hypocrite.
That's my blind spot.
He achieved greatness through pain.
Pen.
And he wants to deny his kids an opportunity to be great.
Pen. That's my blind spot.
Penis in men.
Because all of us here have experienced. Am I banned now? because you've experienced the hard way. It's all you know.
No, but let's say this, Ghost.
A bird caged believes flying is.
Bro,
it's it.
Let me tell you something.
All you know is the hard way.
We're talking about this.
Black people
we're literally talking about this with my old lady 2 days ago. And we're talking about the pain of being a caterpillar.
Yeah.
And we don't understand the screams.
Yes.
And the bleeding of it in that cocoon.
Yes.
Fighting to become a butterfly. We don't understand because if you crack open that cocoon, as the caterpillar is fighting, if you cut it open for it, that butterfly will never be able to fly.
100%.
It will die and the birds will eat it.
Yeah.
It has to fight through other
living pain.
There is nothing in life.
The best teacher.
There's nothing in life. I don't care who you say that does not come from pain.
And I'll tell you what.
I don't know, Pen.
Give me an example.
Wait.
Childbirth. The most natural thing that how we
everything is pain.
We all came through excruciating pain from you leaving the womb to your mother being torn open. Yeah. Whether it's a cesarean, whether it's natural,
they're opening something.
It was ripped.
Some people are moms through adoption.
Those are rare. But hear me out. I want to justify it.
They want to justify it.
Say it can't be 1 for 1.
They want to justify it.
Can't be.
But you get
they
what
want to
you're
justify
saying.
it.
I hear you fully.
I hear you.
It's not
amorphous.
That guy became a
What do I
millionaire.
always say?
He became a millionaire because he won the lotto. It's so easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What do I always say to your brother?
Let's zone in on the 0.001.
What do I say to your brother all the time?
0.0001.
I say to him,
Yeah.
Penwell, it can't be binary. It can't be black and white.
Nothing is binary.
There is absolutely a gray area.
Here's some things there's no gray area. If you want to achieve,
it's pain only.
No, I think, and this is where I don't listen to people. Unfortunately, this is where I'm a bit toxic.
I don't listen to people as well.
Blind spot.
No, 100% blind spot. And I'm
Ungakusha insimbi mash. What insimbi? Ungajova iduno izivuvukali steroid.
You can't run.
Yeah. Uzuqhaqhazela njengosizwe ngeke ujime ungashi.
Sorry. So here's the thing though, if we look at successful people, forget inheritance, because but you inherited from the family. It's a trust.
His great grandfather. Chief Bangosuti Banmani the third.
But school my general, everyone has went through some sort of pain, man. Yeah. Like I remember speaking to Openness and speaking about, there's some people. There's some Openness. There's some people where even if it's an Indian story, it's a black story.
Hey bro, cabanga mfethu lo muntu ungisendela message boma 8:45.
Uthini?
You wanna go take a walk? Bro, it's a Friday, dog. Some of us have
goals. Those are goals, man.
I was like, this is a goal.
I want to go walk on a Friday morning.
Bro.
100%.
Like, what?
You walk, boy.
Oh, bro, you just wanna go take a walk. This all of it ungisendela message boma ebusuku boma 9:30. You wanna go have dinner? Go have dinner, 9:30. So the McDonald's, 24, what? Have dinner. Ulungelo bethu uhlukile lapho uthi qhubeka nazo. Umngane wakho kodwa mina
Living his dream, bro.
That's my nigga, man.
Yeah, that's your nigga, bro.
So the thing of, if you go through any story, man, I don't think there's any person that all of us here can name that is successful that didn't go through any form of pain. Yeah. And I think in Twana Zamanje, and I could be, yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's go. So I think one of the issues that the kids of today are facing that go through ADHD, depression, whatnot, suicide and whatnot, they are fighting reality. Nature in its purest form wants you to have a conflict with something. Yeah. And I think they just can't fathom that that's how life is.
Nature is trying to kill you in every way.
Yeah. They are fighting this thing, Fethu. But no, Baba, uzothi Fethu ufeyile.
I was chatting with a friend.
Ufeyile grade 2.
Yeah.
Like,
I was sitting in front of Mukarab and we were talking about the Bible, and I was like, it's one of the greatest books for me because every great man in the Bible has gone through it. Even if your father was great, for you to be great, you have to go through it.
The kings, yeah.
It's impossible that you can become great without going through the belly of the whale, without being thrown in the lion's den, without being blinded and your hair cut off. You cannot. One of the things that I do for my kids is make sure I fuck them up. They have to, bro. I can see when they've spent a long time with their mom and they come to me, I can see just in the manner of they talk. I can see in what they eat.
Naggy.
Yeah, but
Attention me.
like Uzita's very Cocoa Popsy.
Nagabu.
Yeah, very Cocoa. As my name mfethu umbone kuseni ungaphandle is playing with his brothers. Uphethe isinko sifonqoze isinko sila. Uyadlala.
Yeah.
Uyabhamba ku trampoline ubuhluku. Akho lutho esinkweni. Isinko nje si dry. You can see ukuthi okay, there's a primitive
We're here.
that comes with.
I can see how he climbs. Like when he's been with his mom, he's very conscious of things. So when he's climbing, he's very like let's say he's climbing a tree. If he's been with his mom, he's very aware of the next branch and how he's holding it, and his footing is right because he's been with his mom. He's very aware. If he's been with me, it's like that doesn't exist. It's just the top that exists. So
And there's value in both.
there is feminine value in both.
Yeah.
If we're looking at it from a feminine point. Because here's the thing. One day, I'm not raising my kids to be... I'm not raising my kid... Okay, so this is different. Yeah. I'm raising my kids to be great men and great fathers.
Yeah.
What is a great father? If I can raise my kids to become great fathers, a father is a provider and a protector. Ne? Can they be junior that now? So I'm very hard, even on the littlest one. Are you looking after your brothers? Can you, what, if shit were to hit the fan, did you, Because I'm raising him to be able to see bigger than self. I don't know if that makes sense. So give me, that is a huge thing. Whereas their mother is raising them to be good men through the lens of a female.
Yes.
So yes, there might be value in that.
There is value in that.
Sure.
Use the branch, yeah. Like you want your son to believe he can reach the branch. You also want him to assess.
I want my son to say, fuck the branch. Because I've realized, Uguti, the difference between good and great. Good people are waiting for permission. They're waiting for great people make shit happen regardless.
But he isn't waiting for permission. He's assessing.
Yes, and sometimes and sometimes there's paralysis through analysis. Correct. And I've seen that with my sons, and I've seen that through the feminine energy.
Sure.
And I've realized, Uguti, there's times where
Inkani. Yeah.
Where you're saying, no, sir, phambili. Indlela emuva isekho. Sekuyiwa phambili.
That's where we're going.
The world, the classroom, social media, that's going to be the reason why they get all that. So they're going to get it regardless of me. But they won't get inkani or domkrach. The world, their mother, the teachers, the social media will not teach them inkani.
Yeah. Do you think our references growing up had a shortage of inkani or a shortage of just analysis? Taking a step back, and making a choice.
Can I talk about myself?
So okay, sure. I'll let you go, but My point earlier was I believe the lack is in the former. The latter. Is in with Mankani taking a step back and saying, where does self-preservation factor in the greater good of Mdeni, ABCDFG? I do think what we must pair with our masculine so we can evolve from the mold our lack of or presence of fathers gave us is to be able to have a bit more empathy, a bit more intelligence behind our choices.
So I'll talk about myself. I grew up single mother, and she did everything to try her best to mollycoddle.
To keep you safe.
Yes, to keep me safe and to keep my brother safe. But unfortunately, because of the environment that Umuntu was in, we didn't have that option.
Yeah.
Whereas that most people can relate, that are our generation. And in today's time, I see Wuti, people are put in spaces where the environment even allows to mollycoddle. School, anti-bullying zone, snitching is now a prime fucking currency at these schools.
It's normalized.
Yeah, so all these things, the environment is just to mollycoddle throughout.
Right.
So Tina, we had to develop grit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, very tough. Yeah. And I don't think our kids have those opportunities.
I agree.
So I look at so many people now who are parents, and I look at how many fathers are no longer fathers, but they're deputy moms, in the sense ukuthi, hey, qhelisa le nto ingane qhelisa uchitha lapha so yeke ingane ichithe agqoke inapukeni izovela ichama yeke ichama chaba ingane yini umchamo wengane uchaba ingane awubisi moslo. So like you look at it and you're like, we working overtime to create average kids,
like softer men.
Because again, we don't want them to feel the pain of the bullying that we got, or we don't want them to feel the failures, or but there was something in that. There was something in being bored.
So how do you think Abelungu do it? Because I don't think that you struggle.
So we spoke about this with Utebza, about the black family unit and the white family unit.
Yeah.
And we're going again back into how we grew up.
Yeah.
And we were speaking about, Utebza had put a status around what the black family does during weekends.
Yeah.
Black family during weekends, umama usemncwabeni, ubaba kwanhliziyo ngise. Yabona nina ba ingane, you guys are. Whereas the conversation we're having, Guti, the white family unit, the weekend is built around family. It's something to progress and to grow the family. So whether they're going camping, whether if they're going to go watch rugby, they're going there as a family. Tina, when we go watch rugby, it's me and you and the boys.
Yeah.
So Puzutwala's totally ingane.
Penson's thing.
Yes, white families, you see them when they cycle, even the little ones are cycling, or they put them at the back on that little thing, So for them, the white families are family. They church together. The dad is braaiing and he's drinking, but the kids are here. Mom is everything is geared to the closeness of the family. The weekend for them is sacred family time. Tina, for us, the weekend is my time, and it's disjointed. And I think there's a lot in that. My flex, and I was watching one of the episodes that you guys did with Ulungelo, was the siblings thing, the family thing. For us, it's a flex, bro. You can relate, and I know. It's a flex because our families are so attached by the hip. So for us, I'm the only drunkard in my family, but they bear with me because they want to be with me. So even when we're doing family things, no, but
You clippies and something.
Yeah, I'm busy clippies, but I'm a tropic. But it's together. And I think that's what the white families, the Jewish families, the Muslim families are doing well, where everything for them is tailored to togetherness.
Nuclear.
Prioritize.
And even when you're faced with a challenge,
it's together.
It's so hard for me to carry, as Chris Rock says this, to carry a sofa by myself.
Sure.
But if there's 2, 3, 4 of us, it becomes so light.
Easier. Yeah.
And we can then.
So how do you make into a fireman? I'm saying in that environment now. So how does Jan make
the current environment of the black family?
I'm saying of the white family. How does Jan make his life here a fireman?
Because
they do it, right?
Yes,
but somehow.
But I've seen it. I'll see it with my kids. Like, for example, we'll do like a dads and lads. We go thing here. I don't do the tent. They do the tent.
Sure.
A tent
okay.
would have taken me 30 minutes. It takes them like 4 hours.
Ew.
But they get it. You know, I don't start a braai. I don't know if you've ever seen. I've never started a braai at my house. I'll never start a braai. If the boys are there, why would I start a braai? Bayasha, omunye usigile lana usugqoka iplaster. But Machita, I don't mix a drink. From the most little things to the biggest things, they must go for it.
But you know what it is, though? It's where you know what are the flaws that you have as umjita. You then come up with a plan. Just okay, lentwana lezimile shaya ibra. I know bazosha, munye mafake plaster. By Monday it'll be fine. If Fagamatente, they're gonna take 4 hours, I must arrive there early so that by 6 if you can go 1. By 5, 6, 10 rate, so that I don't have to get involved. I like arrive at 6, 7. And now I'm in the plan. It's late.
You constantly troubleshooting that.
Troubleshoot fast. But it's because you've realized that okay, there is an issue in me as a father. So I need to make a plan. So the people that in the majority, they haven't seen that there is an issue. They think the way they live is okay. So for them, the weekend is to go out because I've been working the whole week, man. I'm tired, dog. So I'm weekend but because your bigger picture is not seeing that, because you're not aware. There's I don't know what it is, but there's something in you that says you're not remembering that you're a father.
Passivity, yeah.
Can I make it easier for a lot of men who are selfish? If you don't want to do it for them, do it for yourself. Yeah, but let your kids be the ice boy. Yeah, but I think that's a selfish way to look at it.
Sure.
My kids are my ice boys.
Sure.
They know how to mix a drink better than most men. I'm my ice boy. They know how to start the fire. They know how to da-da-da. They do that. Mina sinowe spa, ngihlala emotweni. Bavai. Zizelantikati. Bavai, bathengi what babuy. I'm teaching them so that they can be grand. Growing up with an old lady, there's certain things that we didn't do from the old lady's point. Slaughtering, what. The time we would do that, but it would be always my uncle. I got to high school and I remember one of my timers saying, have you ever slaughtered? And I'd never. And I remember in grade 11, I went and I bought a little goat, it was 800 rand. And I wanted to slaughter it. And I could feel the anxiety because I've never done this. And the fight, now in Dlini, this was literally last year, the conversation came up and the lady that I'm with now was like, she's never killed anything. And I remember listening to Uzita laugh. Ne? And so I was like, okay, we're going to go. So look, she's singing kuku. Ne? So I bought a chicken, put it in there. I was like, yeah, this is your chicken. And she's scared and she's crying. And I'm looking at my boys, looking at her going, huh. And like listening to Uzita, okay, we'll do you a favor. We'll take it for you. And watching them grab the chicken. So they're grabbing the chicken by the wings and they're looking at her. And then they put the chicken down. And they're watching her. And she's panicking. She's crying. They're like, and like listening to Undaz, do you want me to hold the feet for you? It's gonna be. And I'm watching and I'm like, it was a proud dad moment.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that at that age. For me, it took me another 20 years to get to that point. Yeah. But all my fears, and I've got 1,000 fears. I was like, I'm going to make them face, I've got a fear of heights. We were in Sun City last week, that long slide, that Tower of Courage thing. Bro, I was in Sun City. I was, I'm not going to do that. Now they're like, let's go. Untanzi was like this much shorter. He wasn't allowed on the ride. So we gave the Ntanga like 15 yana. Does it like, yeah. And he just jumps down. Whoa! And I'm like, fuck. I'm panicking. Yeah. But he's so brave. You know, he's so brave. I had a snake. I'm bang off snakes. I couldn't. The feeding. This is how I fed this thing, like this. Undi was grabbing this thing like this, putting his hand. The snake was taking the food off, and I'm like, I need to make sure that all my list of insecurities, all my fears, because I've got again 1,000.
Yeah.
Is to make them face those fears as young as possible, so that they can face the world. Ne? Whether they're doing TikTok things, and I'm like, yeah, let's do these things. I was like, bro, let's make money. They've got chores. They know. They never ask me for a chocolate or whatever. Eldini, we've got a list of things. They know how much it costs to do certain things. Ne? Not their chores. Their chores are free. But there's things like ukeza mategam, you know. So makeza mategam, it's 10 rand, you want to prepare. So they know what if they want to get, if they saw something like Mr. Beast has like this chocolate, they know what the chocolate costs 30 rand, there's 3 pairs of sneakers that they need to wash. Yeah, they do a shit job at washing them, but at least they those are the things that I didn't have. Because there was no, we didn't know how to make money.
Sure.
Making money was never a thing. Even when you said, Guti, we had studied, we had these degrees, but we still didn't know how to leverage that to make money.
Yeah.
Whereas with white people, they've always known
early
how to make money.
teach that value effort exchange early.
Yes, so they learn that. So those to me are all the roles of a firefighter.
Sure.
This is how I leverage this. This is how I leverage that. This is how I do this. This is how I challenge the fears. We speak a lot with the boys around courage. What is courage? What is being brave? And I tell you, doing something when you're scared. So then I say, what are you scared of? And they'll say, and I say, okay, can we be courageous? Because I'm not going to reward you for doing things that you're not scared of.
Yeah.
I'm going to reward you for doing things
That are tough.
and you're scared.
You know what you're saying is so crazy, man. Like, you know, I should be scared of something and I'll hold a hand. I'm like, we're going towards that thing.
Yeah.
But the old lady is the opposite.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Spencer might just face this thing, man. You have
must, yeah.
like you have no
Uthini
choice.
when you are scared.
That's bravery. That yeah.
Uthini when you are scared. Because Mina, I'm a bitch, bro. Mina, I'll go to like Gold Reef City and I'll see the boys doing things, bro. And Mina, I will just, and my palms are sweaty and I just shut the fuck up.
You know where there's a business decision that I made outside of tribal, and it was based on my fear.
Yeah.
And Ngomulingosiami, she's seeing it's cows with Semakai, you know. And she just ran to them, like literally. Yo, Ngosiam.
It can go so wrong. Yeah.
It can go so wrong.
But
dangerous.
the fact that we're there.
Yeah. You must preserve.
Mina sibalo ukuthi ngiyeda Spanish. Yo,
Yeah.
But that's the thing about a kid. You're like, okay, I have no choice now.
Yeah.
Like now I'm gonna.
Because
what are you gonna do?
Because now you're gonna plant that fear.
Yeah. Like who's doing that?
You can plant that fear.
You must also get closer now.
So now if you're 35, having a child at 35,
Yeah.
you saying you're gonna be a granddad at 70.
I can fully admit, right, that a big part of why I've probably held back is mitigation of fear, which is a mistake.
We all have.
I'm realizing that there's a balance you can strike between providing comfort or access, and still preserving the value that comes in being afraid, in conquering challenges of hardship. I suppose what, and this is again because we grew up in very similar environments, and you see or late struggling with 4 or 5 boys, and you sort of want to mitigate that for someone else and for yourself and for your kids.
Sure.
But there's a deep sense of value that comes with also running at fear and running at problems. I wonder where for the modern man that balance is.
I remember having the discussion around, I mean, I'm co-parenting with my ex, the money thing.
Sure.
Women see parenting very differently to men.
100%.
I didn't know what to laugh or to, I didn't know how to react. And I was like,
It's cool to imali.
eh?
Like it's cool to imali. It's
Like,
the money of the parents.
I was so confused, bro. I was so confused. And it's that because like that's their frame.
Yeah.
You speak to a lot of females.
Stability.
You know, I've heard females call. I had a tweet. I wrote a tweet about this. I've heard females call a man a deadbeat because he's sending $1 a month. Umjitu is buying KFC, bro. That's the best he can say.
That's a KFC.
Umji, that's the best he can say. And
That was a lot. Yeah.
or whatever reason.
Relatively, it's
Whatever reason. I've heard women call men deadbeats while the man is stretching as best as he can. You know? And I'm like, what the fuck? And then you realize, I know men that see themselves as failures. I've got a close mate of mine. I'm not going to mention him. He's sending, I think, 13K.
13. How old is the kid?
I think the child is like 7, 8. And I'm like, because in my brain, I go, okay, he's paying, he's 50%, she's paying her 15%.
So I'm like,
26 hour. I'm like, that's household incomes.
That's an adult, that.
Those are household
Paying
incomes.
rent, bonds, paying...
Let me tell you something. In South Africa, to be
Medical
part of the
aid.
top 1% household income, you're having a gross of 45.
Jesus. So
Household, mom, dad coming together.
45.
The child you're saying is 26. That's net.
That's
right?
That's a high
But
value child.
no, but that's a 26 of net. So that means that there will be a gross of 38.
Yeah, that's a high value driver.
That means that child is in the top 5%. Ingani yodwa of household incomes. I was like, that makes no sense.
But you know what it is, man?
And Umchita Umchita has downgraded every area of his life
To accommodate.
So it's not like it's a guy who can, because if you can throw R1 million for your child a day because you are sole cares now, okay, bro, I'm not about to get into your pockets. Umchita had to sell his car. He had to move into a smaller place. He had to do everything just for that. And he was saying, Uti, if I don't do that, I won't have access to my child. And I was like...
That's a topic for another day, man. I wanted that.
And I didn't even get to the topic I wanted to speak to. I didn't even want to get to the topic I wanted to speak to, bro.
Let's see, that one will be short.
Sorry, yeah.
It'll be short.
But we've been speaking for like 2 hours now.
No, do we?
Specifically on one topic.
We've been, how long?
It's not long.
Can I talk about this topic?
That's nothing. Let's see the other topic.
Can I
Give me a
talk?
topic.
Do you have time?
Yes, do you have
I
time?
have gang time for you, my boy.
This is a sensitive topic.
Oh, no.
And I want to respect this lady. And I want to respect this lady because we've had good conversations. I had coffee with her this afternoon.
Okay.
So she DMs me. So I'm in a space where I'm not even underplaying. There's hundreds of DMs, just people seeking guidance, counsel, whatever. And what stood out is the fact that she was just spamming the fuck out of me, bro. Like spamming Darani, like every 2 hours, new message. You know when you see like on your thingy and it's like the numbers are like, what the hell's happening? And her last message is like, I understand your time is valuable, I'll pay you. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Jeez. Yeah.
So and like she had put a number and she's married, has 2 beautiful kids. And I think when I saw that, I melted, especially as a father, I'm like, okay, I get it. So this lady, when she was 21, sorry, and I'm saying this because I spoke to her and I asked her if I'm allowed to speak, and she did give me permission. So let's call her Unonjabul.
Sure. Non-jabs.
Non-jabs. Yeah.
Right.
So Non-jabs, when she was 21, she met this man at church who was about 36. So already there's an age gap. So for me, that's like red flag. So for me, when she said that, I was like, okay, daddy issues, straight up. Met this guy, Bachola,
Yeah.
No, daddy issues. And I asked her, because we were on the phone for like 45 minutes. I was like, daddy issues? Like, yeah, daddy issues.
Sure.
Church girl, a heavily church girl.
Jeez, yeah.
Virgin, good girl, you name it.
So does the church ones.
It's always the church ones.
Girls, yeah.
So she then married this guy, got lobola, married, and had two beautiful kids.
His first marriage as well, him.
I don't know about his first marriage. I'm just listening to her. Because I'm like, what's happening? Why are you calling me? She was telling me that her marriage is falling apart. And she doesn't want to get divorced with this guy because she wants to actually work on it for the sake of herself, this guy, and the kids, obviously, and the family. So I'm like, so why are you talking to me? She's like, no, we're trying the pastor route via the church. But the church, the church is all about praying about it. And she's wanting more of a
practical, direct
practical, something that's more curated to her situation. And she wants to understand how guys think. And she was like, she didn't say it nicely, but I took it as a compliment in how some of the things that I say land. Yeah. So in the sense of, when we crude, so you say it regardless of how I will feel about it. It's like, okay, no, sharp. So we spoke on the phone. It just so happened that my schedule, I was going to go see my mom. She works like 2 minutes from where my mom stays today. So I was like, okay, I'm going to pass through you because umam's got then call me and I'm flange. Because I was like, hey, trash. Women are trash. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm going to buy time, you know, and then go see Olitla. And I'm sitting with her. I'm like, okay, talk to me. What's happening? And she was speaking about, okay, she was married, age 21, Mlotshwa, had kids. After the birth of their second kid, you know, she then stepped out of the marriage. I was like, what? I was like, how old are you? She was like 27, 28, you know. And at that time, this guy's like 43, 44. I'm like, shit.
Did he clock it? Did he know?
So he kind of figured it out and then challenged on it, and then she came clean.
Yeah.
I'm like, and the guy that you're cheating on, some fucking almost 60-year-old. Some celebrity, big shot, what guy.
Uti. All right, okay. Let's hear your story, Mfethu.
It's disappointing, man.
The 60-year-olds
Come on.
Daddy issues are daddy issues.
Yeah,
What if there's one thing I've learned about when women step out, and men?
Yeah.
You don't know who they're going to step out with, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen men dating a Beyonce and go cheat with the hippo.
With
The fucking dungeon dragon. And I've seen women who are with the fucking, you know, Elon Musk, fucking Nelson Mandela, and then cheat with Penson.
Right.
I've seen that.
A student. A student.
There's a guy that we know that is high up at a bank.
Sure.
High up. Yeah. And his madam is high up. Yeah. And the madam was stepping out with intwana zasebram ezayifunda lapha uMadamelini bomabanban lapha.
Okay.
And yazi umbambe ngani? Umbambe ngama Uber Eats.
Yo.
Umem uthumela le intwana and it's not umem udliwa yicrew yeintwana. No, this is not the lady I'm talking about. I was just digressing a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
Must I digress and then go back to my original?
Go back to the original.
Yeah.
Digressing is seemingly going to anger us more.
Gonna anger you more.
The 60-year-old
umuntu mbamba ngama Uber Eats. Umem wakho udliwa
scheme.
Udliwa uthi umchita. 4 of the guys were chowing mama lakhe.
That's an illness, boy. That's a...
Ebram.
Is it an illness?
She's sick.
Crew yeintwana. Intwana zigijima la ko 21 22 mama at that time, no, not a train, we are like
sure.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, mama lead no 33 34 umjito no 35 36 baphila impilo solid. Imama dliwa intwana baniki pizza like triple stack. Anyway, let me go back to what I was saying. This is not the situation.
So triple decker,
something meat.
Le shango poloni la. Creme crust. So Lucis is telling me, Guti, so in 2019 she stepped out of the marriage after her second child. You know, and she was saying, Guti, ever since then, things have never been the same. The traumatic experience, because they were church people, Umchita just zoned in on the church, became a pastor.
After the whole thing.
I think it was after the thing. I think that was, I need to put it when we deal with trauma differently.
100%.
Some of us become man whores. Some of us become physically aggressive. You know, he just chose Uches. You know, so he became double down on the pastor and his business, of which things aren't even going well there. And she was saying, ever since then, like, things haven't been the same.
Yeah.
And she was like, she's tried everything. She's tried everything.
What is there to try?
Yeah, like...
So she's like, she's never been a going out person. She's still not that. You know, she's trying to support him business-wise, even though there's lots of struggles there.
Does she work?
So now she's gone back to getting a full-time job so that she can support the family. She's trying to reassure him in every way. So the reason why she reached out is, what should she do?
She must leave.
She must leave. She doesn't want to break the family.
It's broken. Yeah, it's done. Do you believe you could come back from that?
Yeah.
I can't. I'll tell you first. I have. You always say pen, which is probably my favorite thing. You always say, "I'm the most insecure gent there is."
I am the most insecure gent.
Yeah, I don't think I'm insecure, but I'm cognizant.
I'm the most insecure guy.
So I'm cognizant.
I don't want to know that. Like, not that I don't want to know, but should my madam tell me that she kissed a guy when she was in grade 2?
It's tickets.
I'm like, grade 2?
How dare?
Grade 2.
Ngipila.
I
was 7 years old.
What kabula ngebreak? Yeah. Ngakuphi ngebreak? Jungle gym. Jungle gym nomsolo wakhe. Kabula ku jungle gym. I'm so insecure, bro.
So that's what I'm trying to go to. The average gent can't handle knowing that there's a gent who can conquer the mountain he's conquered.
So
he just can't.
So there is. The problem is the cost of that is too high.
Yeah. It's cost of self. It's like you must change. You must not be Penson to accept Uguti.
100%.
Your wife cheated on you.
So it's like you were there.
Yes, become a new man.
So I said, thank you so much. There is the guy that you met.
Yeah.
Up until 2019.
Yes.
When you did what you did, that man died. That man no longer exists.
100%.
She was telling me, Guti, now when they're intimate, they use protection. They use a condom.
Jeez.
It's 2025. It's happened in 2019. They still use protection. Which is the man shy around you. Soft landing. Elan.
Oh.
Akseko, anything else. I was like, and she's like, she doesn't know this guy. He's broken. I'm like, yeah, because that guy, you've killed that guy. That guy you've killed.
Yeah.
Now she's telling me things of what she's doing. And I'm like, but you are thinking about it from a woman's lens. Yeah. So the reason why I brought this up is to guide young men and young women who might be listening to this. Because I think this is how we grew up. Correct me if I'm wrong. We grew up knowing Guto Babetu are dogs. And then we grew up knowing that our mothers are angels. So there's a halo effect when we put them on a pedestal.
A massive pedestal.
Massive. Most of us grew up majority around matriarch or auntie or koko, whatever the case may be. So we grew up seeing women there. So for us, the idea of women cheating didn't exist for the longest time. It was just the men that were dog.
Yeah, it's blasphemy.
Whereas our sisters, our peers, our sisters, they were prepared for this their whole lives because men have always been trash. So when men cheat on our sisters, they are better equipped because they've been told from young that's how dark men are.
Yeah.
Whereas with us, we are totally blindsided. And I say to Losis, I'm like, Siswam, you are a virgin church girl coming from good family. The last thing he ever thought about, he go to Zomnyonyobe. That's the last thing he thought about. So when you did what you did, you literally stabbed him while he was sleeping. You cut his stories. So that man does not exist.
He's dead. She used to be the reason he was proud of himself. She used to be his pride, like confidence.
Of course.
This woman is untouched. She's ABCDFG.
So did she tell you why she went out?
Yeah, she said the standard cheating woman thing.
She said what?
What's
the
that?
Standard cheating woman thing. I wasn't feeling appreciated. I felt emotionally. But you know the standard woman thing. No, but we know the standard woman thing. The emotional disconnect. I felt that he was. It was literally textbook stuff. And I was saying, Wuti, okay. And her thing, the way she has changed, I was like, but you haven't fixed it. If I go and rob a bank, and I rob 10 million from the bank,
so hectic,
and I get caught, and I say, I'm sorry, I'm going to change my ways.
I'll no longer rob banks.
I'll no longer rob banks.
the money's still gone, bro. The 10
but I'll be hear me out. I'll go pick up papers and I'll be nice to kids and I'll go to church.
I'll wash the bank's windows every day.
But I said to her, but you didn't fix what you've done wrong.
10 bars gone.
Yeah. I was like, look, let's say, I'm going to say something so dark. Let's say someone sexually molests my son. People say, oh, there's never a way to forgive that man. I was like, yes, there is.
You must get.
I was like, if that guy cut off his dick and presented it to my son in a jar. I was like, if he's really sorry, he's going to cut off his dick and present it in a jar. ne? And then be my boy's slave for the next 8 years.
Yeah.
Be his slave for 8 years. I'll forgive him. I'll forgive him. But there has to be, and I said to her, Guti, what you did was so traumatic. It killed every part of who he was.
So now he needs to find
I said to her, no, yes, I said to her, this man that you're with, he needs to die as well.
Yeah.
So how you fix it is by killing this man. So whatever the height of the traumatic experience that you killed,
Must match it.
So men 1 died, you must kill men 2.
Has to
Now you must go to 3.
He has to. If the aim is to fix, the only way is for her to do something so huge and traumatic.
Like what?
Ethi kwena asithi umama endlini uyaganga umbambe ne,
Sure. God forbid.
and uyakhala.
That you cheated.
Yeah, uyakhala. Mesethi kwena khona usisi wami una 23 uzalwa ma, ngicela ukumlethela wena ngoba ngiyaxolisa, ngifuna ukutshengisa ukuthi ngalendlela engikuthanda, ngalendlela engikuthanda ngayo baba. Angithi ngenza iphutha. I'm just giving a hypothetical. Lalela.
Yes, by human sacrifice.
Ethatha usisi wakho omncane una 23 emlethe sebexoxile ngithi, so awukuthi awulwi
Being forced,
awuforce ukukhuluma nosisi wakhe, bakhuluma bavuma emlethe, yabo emlethe thi nangu sisi, and uthi awusisi esisi but ngiyacela, ethi usisi but ngiyacela lo mncane uyena okucelayo, uyacela akekho ethi akekho ngifosile, angifoswanga, ngiyacela, yabo
Alisule icala.
ngicela ukusula icala, ngiyacela. Lo umem uhlele ekamereni uyacoacha,
Right.
no mthinte kanje sisi wami, yenza lapho yena tata oza
Hey, that's Penson for you.
lalela,
Yeah.
uyacoacha uzoqeda ubhodle, hayi ulale, yabo efike lo mdala ekuphethela ukudla nge-tray, yabo makuvuka futhi ekseni uyacoacha lo mdala. I'm trying to give you extreme,
yeah, it is extreme, yeah,
things that are showing
It's far-fetched, yeah.
it's far-fetched.
But
It's like getting a tattoo written
Right.
property of ghost here.
Yes.
Those are things that are making you show Guti, or tattooing her whole back, your face, her whole Usisi stepped out, ebuye, her whole back is Kibine and your face.
It's Tribal Media House.
Property of. I'm trying to show you Guti.
Production by Tribal Media House.
I'm trying to say, Guti, there are ways. The thing is that the cost is too high. Because I say to Usisi, Guti, listen, in today's time, unfortunately, they implode and explode and babulal. You guys have kids. More than anything, I'm worried about the kids.
Yeah.
Because Lopoti, the way you explain it, I'm going to get right. Yeah, but you can leave him and move on. Next thing umputhu useyabuka la ku WhatsApp noma ku Instagram, you've with your new boyfriend, ni say Gold Reef City, ni busy nengane, you living your best life. You know, he's still in tatters.
He's dying, yeah.
Yeah, one. People can go to but you should go to counseling. People that say go to counseling have never been to counseling. Every time I hear people say just go to therapy, I know those people don't know what therapy is. That every time because I've done
think
therapy.
it's a magic pill, and it's not a magic.
I've done enough therapy. I'm post-grad psychology. I've done enough to tell you, Ogoti, people that say that don't know what therapy is. It's like saying to a person who's extremely obese, is that the word?
Yeah, obese. Go to gym.
No, bro, just stop eating. Go to gym. They have no idea, Ogoti, the challenge that this person is in.
Yeah.
And I said, Ogoti, whatever you do, it has to be so extreme.
Yeah.
Ukuletha udade, ubucoach udade, uhlele erumini, umuze ekhala usisi wakho, ebethelwa ilona. Yabo? That man that you're with is going to die that day.
And he'll believe.
And
Slowly.
And no, not slowly. It's going to be like a switch.
Good see, I am David.
He's going to say, I am him.
Yeah, Himothy.
I am him.
Yeah.
And that day, whatever that cost is, and again, I used a very rude or crude example.
Sure.
But it has to be, because you must understand that this guy, what you just told him was so extreme. Akasekho right la.
Yeah. And about to church, hey, that makes it worse.
Akasekho right
People
la.
are very conservative in their
So I always tell ma'am, because women for some reason think that men cheating and women cheating are the same.
Oh my God.
They always think that. And I always try and use a very stupid example. I was like, you slapping your boyfriend versus your boyfriend slapping you, is that the same?
Never.
It's a very small and stupid example, but they
different.
quickly to say, no, it's not. And I was like, it's the same thing with infidelity. Women are built differently, biologically. Biologically, we just built differently, just our whole makeup. So there's certain things that you have more patience with. There's certain things that I have more patience with. I've got more patience for that verse, the inverse. But women, when it comes to infidelity, think it's a 50-50, and it's never been.
It can't be.
That's why osisibethu, unfortunately, and ibhlungu lento bayabulalwa every day. Because of lezi zinto bayitshela ukuthi kuyafana. So I say to lo sisi wami ukuthi, because you will say you want to move on, but because uboshwe yingane, yabona, or asithi azekho ingane, 6 months down the line uzothi uyaphuma esipanini ubona imoto yakhe ipake lapha.
Stalker.
Stalker, man.
Yeah.
He's insecure as fuck. If you say you at the office, he's not sure anymore.
No, let's say nihlukene. Senihlukene.
Oh, sure, okay, sure.
Because mentally he's broken. I said, if the decision is for you guys to move on, ngiyacela ma, ngicela uqale ufixe la. Qala.
Oh, if it's him.
Lesikweletu lesi. Angithi umkweletu asithi uloan u10,000. Akumnika u20,000. Ne-interest. Qala. Meseke come back and then say, hey, $10,000. Then at least niyazi ukuthi manihlangana.
Like you put in all the effort to try to fix it.
No, not to try.
And fix it.
Unfortunately, in this case, you have to fix it. You're not going to seize the dube. Unfortunately, in this case, you can't say I tried.
So to her, then practically, what is that? Because
I don't know that.
Let's say, no, I'm just saying, like, let's say she has no sister. Like, what's the equivalent?
I don't know, because
how does she forgo her pride?
I don't know, because me and you are different.
Yeah.
Because she was trying to. So this is what I said. I said, because she was always trying to feminize it. This is what I would have wanted. Change in behavior, staying at home, be more attentive, cooking. I was like, but that's you looking through a female lens.
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're not dating another female.
And that was her before cheating.
That was you before cheating. But now you've changed it. And I was like, so first and foremost, you need to realize this is man versus woman. So first remove that. And then within men, understand that men are not the same. For example, he had the traumatic experience. What decided wrong fundis.
Yeah.
Another man would have the same traumatic experience.
Yeah, that's true.
So even amongst men, we're not the same. So let's first understand that. So you know this person better than us.
What would your line be? Personally, I'll answer as well. But I'm saying
2025. What is your answer?
What would you require?
Oh, mina lento udade noma wakho.
So nothing basically.
What do you mean nothing?
That no one would agree to that.
That's an inhuman.
No one would agree
request.
To that.
Ufunani?
No, no one would agree to that.
You are asking me ukuthi mina ngizofuna.
Right.
Ngizothi landa udade nonina.
Jesus.
Ngibathele bobabili. Ububuka. Ne? Angithi ubuza mina.
That's dark. Let's talk about that for a second.
Ngifake.
That is.
Habo thenga intambo lapha kwa Mike ngibulala. Ungihenge ngifake. Ngihenge ngifake.
When a ghost, what is your thing?
I don't think I have one. I can't.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't have the ability to forgive that.
Ghost, that's what I'm saying. Which it has to be so other.
Yeah.
That's I'm not saying something that every female. I'm saying something that 0.000000001 are willing to entertain.
Sure.
And I'm saying because there's no chance. And I'm trying to prevent, because I know men. And I know men at their darkness.
Yes.
It's no longer ghost thinking. It's not you, bro.
It becomes primal.
The stories we've read from the most amazing men has been the darkest things where you're like, what? You said it earlier. How do I separate this man, who's a great man,
from his actions? Yeah.
Because we've seen The most amazing
darkest-
men do the
100%.
darkest things.
100%.
In my life, I've seen, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I've had friends take their lives because of infidelity and things like this. Guys that are like, never.
Exactly. Strong everywhere else.
The most masculine men that
Sure.
you've ever thought of.
And that's one thing breaks them. Yeah.
Quite hang. And you're like, who? Guys that I was like, yeah, I never.
Yeah.
So when you're in that space, I'm like, I'm not going to try and say things that are normal.
I mean, I'm like ghost and I'm an ass.
Hence why I'm going.
Hey, that thing's scary.
It's terrifying. It's like, mostly if you have kids.
Hey,
Fuck, man.
you.
Your whole world falls. Crumbles. What you think you know, you don't know.
Yazi uma uyolobola uhleli kanjini umuntu. Manje uGhost ungamshuthi ngoba angivunyelwe ukuphosta ngithi.
Yeah, for sure.
Kodwa ngifuna ukumposta.
Yeah.
Ngifuna ukumposta kodwa ngifuna ukumposta.
You can't post to ghost, in fact.
Uzokwanzima umngane wami.
I think at least 100 people will know exactly who I am.
Oh,
At least,
but that's
luckily,
fine.
Maybe 50.
No,
50. But you get like at least you get 200.
Ugost has said his name twice.
But I think yes, he has. Yes,
Twice.
you have. Yes, you have. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But that's
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cut that? Are you gonna?
We'll mute.
Anybody gonna cut
put
now?
it?
they put a
Shit.
No, but ghost
But
is
see what the
moment-
fucking Clippies does, Penny.
But this was well before the Clippies.
Yeah,
This
no,
was
yeah.
well before the
Jeez.
Clippies kicked in.
I mean, he doesn't know his name to be ghost. I mean, it's obvious.
you know,
You can't call it
no,
so.
no. But we're doing this so that people don't
Yeah.
take a screenshot of your
yeah.
face
No, man,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah,
but-
for sure, yeah.
So again, for anyone that we will invite in the future, guys, we so open to having the same discussions. We understand Guti people have family obligations.
Yeah.
We understand that people have business obligations. At the end of the day, we will always respect people's decisions. So please, I know people were asking us to get guys like Owara. I spoke to Sol Penduga in the week around coming through, and obviously izinto njengamanje
Yeah, I know that. Take a touch.
touch and go.
Given recent events.
Touch and go. And this all says the same thing. I'll come. So it's one of those things. So this is a sensitive platform in the sense that it's not a tailored interview.
That's the problem.
I know-
I don't know if that's a problem, but yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's not tailored.
Because I know with the Ghost, if this was a tailored interview where he
happily
knew the
be.
questions, then
Yeah.
you'd be more than happy to be invited.
I see. Yeah, sure.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It's more like the conservative space I told you I work in. It's
No, but I'm saying if it was
It's
a
so
tailored,
white.
but I'm
I love this. I watch you guys every week.
But I'm saying if it was a tailored interview, and I
It'd
said
be
the question,
easier.
and then you say,
yeah,
remove
tweak the
this, take
questions.
this,
Yeah,
remove
yeah,
this,
yeah.
take this. I know you personally, so I know that you would agree to that. But because this is just a young chat, and anything goes when it comes to hoes, yeah, well, things might be. Man, I get it at Spans. At Spans, I get attacked all the time.
yeah.
When I say all the time, I'm saying all the time.
I mean, I think right. I know, I always tell him, I'm a Friday. Immediately, she pauses every 10, 20 minutes. Get a phone call. Yeah, why did
Baby,
you not say?
How dare you say you wanted her sister and her mother
And at the same time, while I'm coaching, what's her? She's gonna say, why didn't you stop him?
A client of mine. So a client of mine, we go for before the drinks. So the drinks were later.
Sure.
I'm literally there. I'm presenting something to her. Like it's a very formal boardroom type of thing.
yeah.
And she's listening and she's watching. She's listening. She's watching. She's listening. Like very formal. Like no jokes, nothing.
Yeah.
Like halfway through, like slide 8, she goes, "Yes, Penson, but you guys just talk so much shit, and no one fucking calls you guys on your shit. This is so bullshit."
Yeah.
What slide is that on? What slide is? She's like, nah, fuck that. She's like, this is so much shit, and no one is calling you guys out, and you guys talk so much shit about women. I literally stopped because there's like 3 other people in the room. I was like, come through then.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. We're here now.
And she's like, no, we'll talk about it offline.
No.
I'm like, slide 9. 2 weeks later, we go for drinks.
Yeah.
I was like, you're gonna be ghost. I told you about it. I was like, you're gonna be ghost.
Yeah.
You can call us out.
Come challenge us. Yeah.
Come challenge us. I've said this to people that were in that room that other day, and I was like, be ghost.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we just don't want to get emotional.
No, it's
I was
fine.
like, all right, cool then. then we will be chauvinists.
Until we are checked.
Until
We'll
we
go
are
unchecked.
cancelled.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is just gents, just touching gents things. Like, tell us what we are doing that is so wrong.
You know what's crazy?
We're willing to learn and grow.
You know what's crazy, right? Like the whole thing of you say you call the mom and the sister. For us as Amachita, we're like, oh, okay, that's all right. That's what you
It's
want.
extreme, but she did something extreme.
But
so extreme for extreme.
For a female, it's like, why would you sit there?
Do you know what she says? Do you know what she says? She's like,
I'm like,
I wish you would cheat back. Ne?
Yeah.
And I said no, because what that would do, that would only appease you. Ngiyabonga, Prasis. That would just appease you, but it wouldn't fix him.
I don't.
Because I was like, let me tell you something that us men have to go through. So that's what I was trying to tell her. When you go through your madam, knowing that she's got a past because she's human, part of your insecurities is your past. The guys have they been bigger?
Yeah.
You know.
How can this past be weaponized against me?
No, but I'm just saying, like, nyaguzu ya color, but maybe also a color harder.
Hey, knowing a past is a problem.
No, let's say you don't know her past. No. I'm saying you don't know the past. You haven't asked for the past. You don't know the past. I'm just talking about your own. No, but guys,
The past thing's a problem.
guys, just, no,
especially if you know the guy.
No, but check me out. Let's say you haven't asked, but you know which he's had partners before. So you haven't asked for any real detail, but excuse me, you know she's had a past. Somewhere, if we are honest, somewhere in your own demons will ask you, has she experienced better?
Exactly.
Njoba ngimthinta kanje, njoba ekhala kanje, njoba emanzi kanje, has she done more? And because you're a man with insecurities,
You won't believe. You believe she has.
You'll believe she has. You haven't asked her, you haven't had that discussion. No? Also, even if you do ask them, they'll say you're the biggest and you're the best. That's their default mode, obviously. That's what any good woman should say.
Can I be very honest with you? All my female friends, I tell them to lie as well. I say, if he asks you, am I ABCD, say yes, you are, baby.
So I don't tell females to lie
Because he won't survive that.
So let me tell you.
He really won't.
But hear me out.
There's always a bigger nigga, bro. That's the way it works.
Okay, the bigger thing is different. Ne?
Sure.
So this is what I tell females. When the guy asks about size, ne? You need to be very much about, same like the woman's guava. You don't truly know who's been the tightest.
Yeah.
You don't truly, as a guy, think who has been the tightest. Even if she was a virgin, because how liquid she is, fluid, how what, all those things affect. Even umemu wako that you've been with for 5 years. There's days you've been with her for 5 years. There's days where she's so tight where you're like, hey boo, when's in Shan? Ne? There's days where she's, she needs to find a way to articulate the fact that I will ghost. She
was almost gaslight away.
Ghost. Let me tell you something. Yeah. This is not maybe a proud moment of me. The only times I've ever seen my partner's ex was when they like leave the shower and it's all shriveled and small from the shower, even though they might have felt big when I'm with them.
Sure.
But that's the only time I've studied their size. I'm being genuine with you. I don't see their size because we're kissing and then it's in. So I don't know what you're asking me. That's how I tell women to articulate that. Nah? When it comes to am I the best, I tell women never lie. Never tell me you're the best. Let's talk about going down on a woman. Your job as a woman, because you know your body as a woman, is to teach your man, not aggressively, subtly. Teach him what touches you until he becomes the best.
Sure.
Once you know that you've taught him, it's her job as well. The same way that I can tell you that my current partner is the best at everything.
Yeah.
Because I've taught her to be the best at everything. I would assume that's how every person would do.
Sure.
Yeah? Once you've taught the person and they're now the best, that's when you tell him, love, I've never had a guy go down on me, or I've never had this experience. You're the best I've ever experienced.
Sure.
Now you're saying it full on truthfully because you've taught it.
Because you've
If
managed
they ask you in the beginning,
Uba.
Exactly. So
if they ask you
I was
in
gonna
early
ask that.
stages,
Yeah. So how do you manage that interim period before you become the ghost?
Again, there's ways in which you word certain things. You can't just say there's other guys that have been better than you. That's a fail. And you can't just lie. Guys will always, I wonder insecurities are so thin because now you're working with your third eye. They will pick up when you're lying.
Yeah, the hunch is there.
I've always said to women, try your best to be honest but not hurtful. So if it's a new relationship, your best ways of wording it is we're still learning each other's bodies. I might not be the best for you. And right now, you're competing with the man that I was with for 5 years.
she must say that.
If she comes from that. If you know that, bro, you've been with her for 2 months. Are you that arrogant to think that you're better?
2 months.
If you I need to be talking about at the beginning. You use the word beginning.
Yes.
You use the word beginning.
I did.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Even if it's a mandingo, you truly can't be the best in 2 months. But what I strongly believe in, and I think most guys should implement this, is a post-sex review. Say,
Not early.
hear me out. No. Hear me out. If you are saying to yourself, this girl is for the long haul, so I'm going to date her, I'm going to be the best.
Oh, yeah.
Say to her, Mama, I want to make you really happy. I think we have great sex, but I can tell you, there's a point where I go ABC and you want DEF. How do I bridge that gap?
There we go.
A girl will always say,
I love your wording.
a girl will always say, oh, baby, I like when you do, but just do.
But I love your wording because you're not comparing.
No,
Hey, I'm not wedding next.
No, but your wording is not, am I the best? Your wording is, how can I do better? I love that type of wording because again, you're just saying there's room for improvement. So I'm talking about the comparisons.
Sure.
And I'm saying,
that's
Wuti,
true.
she has to coach you subtly.
Out of wanting to know that.
No, into you being the best. The strokes, the speed, the aggression, the this, the that. Some woman, before you're a big lad,
Right.
she might have been with a small guy who was more an R&B guy.
Yeah.
So it was
More
more
nimble.
So it was more gentle, it was more attentive, it was more caressing. You came through with the DMX type of
Urban
thing.
niggas, man. Them
Yeah?
niggas that
So-
look up soft, man.
So now you came with
Baby
DMX.
face.
So
Do you like it?
But she loves part of it, not fully.
Sure. Moderation.
That part as well.
Yeah.
So she needs to say, love, slow down,
Sure.
longer strokes. To the point where you're the best. The problem with sex is that once you've had sex for long enough with the same person, maybe this is me, especially if you're in a loving relationship, part of you kind of forgets other sex. Because sex is sex at a certain point. Especially some of us who have been in the streets, a lot of it is also drunk sex. So
you barely remember that even.
So in the mind, you're like, hey, but you're just looking at the bum and the titties.
Yes.
But like you've overshot.
Yeah.
Can't you know, Wuti, you just did a solid 2.5 minutes. Yeah, boy.
And guys, it's okay to do 2.5 minutes.
Maybe that's an achievement.
Bafethu kuyanyiwa.
That's an achievement.
It's tough.
Shugela, bafethu. There's a lot of things.
When I tell girls,
I don't blame you, bafethu. If when I was skit after 2 minutes,
when I tell girls,
your life.
When I tell girls, Wuti, the only time a man should last is if you guys are in a long, loving relationship. Sultrally cake. But if this is a man
In the beginning.
and ukusha 20 minutes, then
He doesn't like you.
Your guava's not shit.
Yeah. One always lost in jail. Put it to the side.
You need a man. But if your guava, siswam,
Is
if
on
your
fire.
guava is on fire, and this
2
is a
minutes.
new guy.
It's a new guy.
And he
2
doesn't
minutes.
apologize.
Ning with 2 minutes. Ning. You're doing too much on 2 minutes.
Ning.
Yeah.
Yabona uJida manga 45 seconds mase yaxolisa.
Sebenzile.
Then you know what your guava
Is
fire.
Yeah.
It's a fire guava.
has long
But
lasting
outside
value.
of that, even if you are married, but you're fit, you know much it lasts 2 minutes.
No, but Zwana. No, I said to mem.
Men's health is open,
Ube Monday. I said to mem was on fire. Ube Monday, wakupa Tuesday. Wednesday, wakupa Xen.
Yeah.
that Wednesday in Tamba muzo last boy.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Because ma'am that you've been with for 9 years. I know what in committed relationships and your last boy. Because we understand and I understand now you're zazi and you're born my dynamic you understand that you're born says fundeni. I know what gets it to pop, so I know what to press, how to press, what. But again, going to the dynamic we're speaking about, it's imperative that we teach each other.
Sure.
Because to all the sisters that are out there, to the sister that I spoke to today, I said, teach your man, because right now he's insecure. The fact that you guys are using protection is because there's zero trust.
That's
It's been 6 years.
Agamtembi at all.
At all.
He's in that thing for the church, for the institution of ABCDFG. Social pressure is keeping him in there. But
100%.
Ubiena is no longer.
No, he's the fact that,
right now.
Guys,
Was she with this lady Sorman? Did they meet at church?
Yes.
Can you imagine that? That gent did everything right. That gent ticked every box.
Except for the fact that Uchakingani.
Sure.
I'm a judge him.
30.
You
He
know
was
my
30.
rule.
36 and 21.
Divided by 2. 15.
18.
Is 18.
Yeah.
Plus
7.
7.
25.
Oh, he was far.
He wasn't far.
21.
He was 21. He was 21.
Yeah. 4 years.
So that age rule doesn't work.
Sure,
Half your age plus 7 doesn't work.
But my point is that, barring the age thing, and I hate saying that because I really believe in that age gap, is he did.
What do you mean you believe in that age gap? What do you mean?
I strongly believe gents should cap the age gap at a point.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Your rule for me,
Yeah.
the older you becomes a bit more sus.
So you don't believe in my rule?
I believe in it up to about 40.
So here's the rule.
I know the rule.
It's half your age plus 7.
Yeah.
So if you're 40 years old,
27.
27
20
is
half,
is
then
the
plus 7.
minimum age that you can dabble in.
And I believe that's a stretch.
So you'll go how low if you're 40?
Let's assume.
What's your lowest?
6 years.
Ghost.
10.
Oh, so you saying
He's
I'm too
adding
generous.
more.
You saying I'm too generous.
I'm saying exactly. I'm saying
so you saying I'm too generous.
Ghost wants to add more years.
Oh, so you saying
I want less years.
No, you saying I'm
You're
generous.
adding too many years.
You saying I'm generous.
If I'm 40, it's
You want
27.
eight.
That's 13 years.
You saying I'm generous.
I want 10 years at
Okay,
40.
so let's say for you, for example, you'll say half your age plus 9.
Plus 10. So 40.
So if I'm 50, 35 would make sense for you.
Completely makes sense for me.
Okay, so let's say for you, it's half your age plus 10.
Yes.
Okay, so I was just being too generous by saying half your age plus 7.
But your rule works really well up to about 37, 8, 9. It does for me. But then as soon as you put in 50, it becomes an aggressive rule.
It doesn't become aggressive because 32-year-old, you're a mature lady. So
I
if
agree
you're
with that.
50 and you're a 32-year-old woman, she's very mature. And she's been in life.
32.
Yes. You've been through life.
Penson.
So if you say plus 10, I'll take it. Half your age plus 10.
Yeah,
As
35.
ghost. I don't fight you.
And I think at that point, there's a very good common ground. You've endured the hardship of working.
So if the guy is 60,
That is the big X.
So if the guy is 60,
no.
the guy is 60, she must be 40. Minimum. I'm going to talk about minimum.
You know, a sliding scale. The older you get, the more you must add that plus.
Okay. It keeps moving.
60 plus 12.
60 plus 11.
Exactly.
60 plus 12.
70 plus 13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I got you.
That to me was fine. But I mean,
Okay, sliding scale. Got you.
the Brew did everything right. He got, at least by the church's norms,
Didn't
right?
do half his age plus 7.
Sure.
That is what they do.
That isn't
Yeah.
in the Bible.
Half
right?
your age.
That isn't.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you. 15 plus 25.
Yeah, but the mere fact when she said the age gap,
Done.
I was just like, this is not going to work.
You clocked him.
Bro, I am at a space where a lot of young girls reach out.
Yeah.
And I know they're not reaching out for me. They're reaching out for...
What they see.
It's the lack of maturity that makes them reach out.
So I know...
Not
and,
maturity.
And I know there's a lot of mature 22-year-olds. I'm not fighting them. I'm not saying they're...
There's not a lot of them.
yeah,
There's few
It's
of
like
them.
my example with the 1 in 10,000 child who
Yes, 100%.
There's a few mature 22-year-olds.
But I know, Guti, a sister who's reaching out, I'm talking to me. I'm talking about me.
Sure.
I've got 4 kids, bro. The stage that I'm in, for a sister who's 22, It's overwhelming.
Is I'm saying that.
You remember me and my ex. There was a 7-year gap. You know, I met her, I was 30, she was 23. So in terms of half my age plus 7, she had 1 year above that.
Yeah.
But because of the stages we were in, I met her and the child type of vibes. You know, so but the stages we were in was way further than 7 years.
Sure.
You understand?
Yeah.
We were in the stage, she was like 20 hours 40 type of gap, type of so it becomes that Guti, like now you end up literally being her dad. You can't
police.
dress like that. You can't speak ubingeleli. You understand? You know, so it becomes those type of dynamics. And I think for Lucis, I was saying, Ish, I'm not saying, and I didn't tell her what to do. I was saying, Wuti, if I can have an ask, regardless of what you do, excuse me, please fix it. Take 2 steps back. Fix this, because you've broken it as best as you can. Excuse me. Should you fix it, then make your own decisions moving forward.
Done.
You know,
What's that Bru going through? Like what?
he's dead.
What do you attribute his? Because he's
dead.
grasping at straws now.
He's dead.
He's trying to
dead.
find a lifeline.
No, he's
What
dead.
do you attribute that to? Like,
No, he's dead, bro.
yeah,
Men can't handle infidelity.
they have no ability.
No, they can. If you're dating a hoe, and then a hoe cheats on you, men are like, take it to the
It
game.
was in the
You know,
podcast.
when
The one that is not supposed to.
when men get blindsided,
it's the one you're banking on.
I'll go on better. Even with your madam, she doesn't cheat on you, but she tells you something she did in her past.
Oh.
You've been with your madam for 10 years. 10 years. Né?
Yeah.
You love her. She's that. I'm talking about how fickle men are. And she tells you that, yeah, I've also had a threesome.
I can't hear that. It
Came,
don't have the ability.
It came
I don't
after
have the
10
ability
years
to handle
of her being the most amazing wife.
What do you think?
No,
it's-
don't tell me those things.
No,
Yeah, I can't know that.
So here's the thing. She doesn't tell you.
Yeah.
It slips out via a
a
friend
party.
at something.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Or
I never want to see that
game?
friend. Eh?
No.
the game they play?
But
Never, ever, ever.
Yes, never, ever, ever. So it slips out in a safe space. Hear me out. It slips out. You guys are in church. You guys are doing your
I don't know.
confirm. Not confirm. But you guys are
Repentanyana.
yeah, repent.
Sure.
And she tells you about an abortion that you didn't know. She tells you about an abortion you didn't know. You guys have been together for 10 years. You've married for 6.
Oh.
There's things that when men hear,
It just
because now what happens that he has to recalibrate
Yeah, you have to.
the foundation of the relationship.
he does.
So that
The foundation was exclusivity. This is my wife. She's one of one. Don't pay me.
You've known. Let's say
Now you break that.
Let's say she was for the streets, and she's changed what, and you knew when you got her that she was with 15 guys.
Sure.
At age 23, you knew this, and you guys have gone through it, and it was honest, and it was open, and you guys spoke through it, and you guys healed, and you guys went through the journey. But you guys have been together for 10 years, and she's been with 15. Yeah, one of the day after 10 years where she tells you about number 16. The one that extra 15 is not child's play. At 23 is not child's play. But that extra one tells you, Guti, I can't believe
The 15.
Yeah, because it could be 10.
Even 16 is a fantasy.
Yeah,
75.
Yeah, it could be 100.
It could be 100.
It instantly opens every possibility.
Yo.
And now the intimacy, the sex now has to have a condom. You guys have been together. Now you've moved, you live in Germany. Now from that day, you guys are now using a condom. Because of the fact that she said that one, that one.
I have a personal story. I don't know if time allows.
Yeah, after years, we're cutting it. After that.
After the story, yeah.
After coast.
So it's not a great story. But
Hey man, say the story, nigga.
to your point, right? I dated a girl. I was 2 years into, I think she was in the honors year. So usafunda.
Sure.
Akusena mamixa, ne?
We
Tell her yona nje.
uqobolwayo.
Qobula kanti ngifuna ukuphuzani kanti.
Ngathi ngifunani?
Kanti
Noma ukudakwa.
yini le ngidingayo.
So her and I, we go to Brown, we party, bro. You know, a couple party.
Sure.
Ziyabe supposed to
Ngiyabonga.
supposed to have it to go back grand, yabo.
Sure.
See, Kaya, we have a night of the most insane sex.
Yeah.
Like Ziawa, you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
bottom drawer type shit, like
Yeah.
your deepest secret. It's coming out in yabo. Grand. The following day, I'm taking her to a place.
Sure.
And she's saying to me, like I'm saying to her, yo, that was crazy. Last night was crazy. Oh. And she's like, yeah, it was nuts. I'm like, and to think I'm one of the earlier guys you've been with. And she was like, what? And she laughs. And then I'm like, but weren't you a late bloomer? And she's like, yeah, I was a late bloomer. And I'm like, oh, but like, why are you laughing? Did you catch up in varsity? And her exact words were, yo, and then she laughs. My entire confidence
Got cold.
bro. The last night I was giving her the most
Crazy, yeah.
bro, I was pulling out my bottom shelf secrets. I was throwing her around. I was putting her on my shoulders,
bro. Hey, son.
What to give me? So when I asked her, hey, so did you then catch up? Because I knew her as a late bloomer.
Yeah.
So did you catch up in varsity?
Sure.
And she goes, yo,
I knew a girl.
killed me.
I knew a girl.
Never saw again.
I couldn't not. So we were dating.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
saw her again, but it just wasn't the same.
I
truly couldn't engage the same
I knew
way.
a girl who had a body count of 1, 2.
1, 2 what?
What do you mean?
Two guys.
Oh,
Body count.
okay.
Both-
I'm like,
her
I was
boyfriends.
1.2. I'm like, what the fuck?
No. And then talking about the catching up. In a matter of 3 months,
Yeah.
she had sex with 9 guys.
So that was her exact story.
9 guys in 3 months. So uyangitshela ukuthi she's on. So now you're meeting her. Let's say she's 25. She was saying, "Uti, oh no, I've only been with 2 guys my whole life, ne? Until 3 months ago, where I went from 2
April
to 11."
Yeah.
I'm like, what? In 3 months, ushawa machita I 9.
Pen. I was driving her home. I remember the street becoming blurry. I remember thinking to myself, what the fuck is my life? Because Lamu just told me, Uguti,
Ghost.
what I know as me being number 3 is nonsense. And she's laughing at me
Number 2.
in my car. So I'm thinking, Shuti, I'm easily number 76.
My insecurities is me driving, and as you drive, ne, when she tells you whatever truth she's telling you,
Sure.
it's just tears. Bro.
I was fighting, but I won't lie to you.
You can't see the road through the blur.
Because every other box to me was ticked.
You can't see the road through the blur.
Yeah.
That's why I tell, and I know guys don't want to know about the past, but for me, I'm at that point now where I'm like, before I make the decision to buy this car, and it goes both ways. So it's not women or men. I don't want to come across secrets. Yeah. But it's like, I want to know everything.
So I can accept it.
I would rather, I'm being dead honest.
Okay.
I would rather be with an honest prostitute
Done.
Then undercover hoe.
than a lying bitch, bro. Like, even if she's been with 3 guys, let's say she's been with 3 guys, just 3 guys, but the 3 guys are me, Sizwe, and Peno. But she doesn't want to tell you that. So now here's a choice. Because people say body count matters, body count matters. Okay, sure, body count does matter. No? This is real. Would you rather your partner be with 50 guys? She was in Kenya. That's where she grew up. She was born there. She was raised there. And all the 50 guys are there. Ne? Or she's only been with 3 guys. But it's 3 of your closest boys. 50 verse 3. No, I need to body count matters, right? No. It's body count matters. I need to talk about mileage. No. We talk about.
I'm 35th.
Ghost.
50 as well. I can't handle that.
Ghost, we're saying the higher the numbers, the worse it is, right? Right?
If it's Penson,
Context matters.
You see his WhatsApp status.
I see him every day.
Context matters, right?
It does matter.
So that thing when you're driving, it's not the fact that she's been with another gent. It's that she's been with Peter.
The thing that you know.
Peter, you play touch with Peter. You shit at Peter all day. You're saying, bro, you're so shit, bro.
He's a whack player.
And you skip him. You don't pass him the ball. But you know what Peter was doing with his balls?
Deep.
So now all of a sudden, your fickle ego and your weak masculinity comes to shits. And that's what I say all the time. Uti, like, I would rather buy a car with 1 million miles on it, as long as I know. Show me the Decra report.
Yeah.
I want to see.
The owner.
I want to see. Okay, you did this, you did this. As long as it's open and honest, there's nothing worse than hearing a new story every 2 days.
That is the worst.
Because you have to.
Is the story changing?
Because women will say, but it was my past. Ne? But I have to recalibrate our foundation. That's the problem. I've been with you for 10 years. We're struggling to have a child. Now I found out that you were born a man. So now I have to recalibrate. You see what I'm talking about? Recalibrating.
I must rewire myself now.
I have to rewire.
Okay.
The challenge that women don't understand about not sharing certain things and then sharing it at a later stage is that I have to, I need a firm foundation. If I knew that you were a prostitute.
An impenetrable one.
If I knew that you're a prostitute and you sold yourself and that's no longer you, but you did it up until 2015 and you like, it had to be north of 800 men. And I'm like, where are we now? And you dead honest. I can work with what I know and I can fix. It's like a car. No matter how many fuck up things, if they tell me these are the 50 things I need to fix, if I fix the 50, the car is perfect.
It's fine.
I know kancane 50.
Exactly.
But if it's an undefined goal and it's constantly changing, you telling me your body count of 4 and then in class I found out umuntu is 5.
Challenges.
It's done.
Yeah. The base becomes shaky.
Yeah.
It becomes pointless.
But anyway, Ghost, thank you so much for pulling through.
I'll Ghost to tell you.
No.
Ghost.
You were called to crying in the beginning. I'm happy with you can laugh now.
Hey, Ntanga, you said something.
So you came a long way.
No, bro. Like just to wrap up. Like I think I've faced a lot of fires within the relationships I've been in. And I've had my own challenges in my own masculinity. And I think a lot of gents don't acknowledge and are not honest. So when you were speaking about managing the chaos, and you spoke about that, and there's many times where I've run away from the chaos. Toilet, you know. So it is something that I'm still working on. And it's something that I'm still struggling with. So it was emotional. And I don't want to lie. And I did feel a bit moist. And I appreciate you for saying that, because as a machita, sometimes we you know, like sometimes we don't say what we must say. So I appreciate that, and it's something for me, whether there's cameras, no cameras, fuck the cameras, but like into things, or I'm gonna sit on it for a while.
Yeah.
So ngiyabonga mfethu.
Same as well, man. It's facing that thing, because there are certain things that now myself I'm like, hey, I run, man. I can't fit. I don't want to face this.
Because I'll throw myself in work.
Same.
Exactly.
Same.
I'll throw myself in work or at gym. I'll throw myself in the kids, you know. And now, begana nalo, you know.
And that thing is there every day.
Now,
The chaos doesn't go away, bro.
Never.
Siyamazi chaos.
Chaos.
Nah, anti-colored la kuliglindi.
And I didn't get to say this in the beginning, and I think I must, because it'll come across like I was slandering my dad, and I wasn't. I was
you
just
weren't.
saying,
No,
I think his failures were bad consequence management or bad chaos management. Sure. Not bad parenting. I just think the chaos overwhelmed him, and in my pursuit of being the perfect masculine and the perfect husband, father, brother, friend. Sure. I want to conquer that chaos. I want to have that fire comfortably within my grasp.
Were you watching the game tomorrow?
I don't think that's a failure. I think it's a lesson.
Were you watching the game tomorrow?
I don't know.
I'm going to be sitting in my...
Tell me where to go.
I don't know.
I'll go
Bro.
there.
I might be sitting in my little bed.
I'll come to
Who's
Randburg.
playing tomorrow?
Springboks versus All Blacks.
The age-old
What time?
rivalry. 9
At 9 o'clock in the morning.
AM.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 6 hours ahead. So in New Zealand, it's what?
It's 7 o'clock.
No, but I need to tune in, man.
No, it's 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's always support
It's
the
about
Hawks.
8 hours.
Yeah, they're far. They're far.
Okay,
So-
cool. We'll watch it.
So, yeah. So,
But yeah,
anyway.
thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, guys.
man. Gents.
A chance.
It was tits.
And cut.
This was tits.
It was tits.
It was tits. It was
Yeah,
tits.
no, don't you know? Hey,
Goes to.
goes to.